Williamson here.
I hope y'all can fucking
Jay
hear the
Marvelous
music.
on the track, man. You living up to your namesake. This
I
beat
really
is marvelous,
do.
man.
It's probably loud.
Wowzers.
Fuck
Coming
it.
live from the apocalypse before the cataclysm, cycling through this bondage's coping mechanisms.
Hopefully y'all
In
can hear
what
it.
way will I make myself sick
Let's get
today?
Wookiee Supremacy's
On my
here.
way, but I'm still ordering Chick-fil-A, trying to read the scriptures more and not forget to pray. Don't take
Okay.
for granted the breath of life that you get today.
Okay, pal.
Even if you suicidal and
Time
shit today,
to fade
it's
out.
away as
I remember, I have a song. I accidentally put this up when I was before the show. If you heard, that's Dewey, which is a terrible name. Great producer. Shout out to Jay Marvelous, who has a huge channel and sold that beat for very cheap because he's a good dude. So shout out to him. Even though I don't even know if he remembers I exist, he did sell me the beat. So thank you for that. But yeah, so I'm like, I need to do more music, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it to start off the stream. And I got copyright claim for playing Radiohead the other day to start the stream. But thank you all for being here. I got Wookiee Supremacy again here, R Far here, Baron Orman Tag. More people here than YouTube wants to admit. That's fine. That's fine, YouTube. I've been giving YouTube money, assholes. Trying to talking about this Kyle Rittenhouse thing, which I'm actually exhausted on already. I did almost no coverage of the damn thing except this week, and I'm just exhausted. I almost didn't want to do this stream. I'm like, goodness, I'm just exhausted with all this shit. And I'm doing all right, man. Blessed, still feel blessed, but just exhausted talking about all this stuff. Not gonna lie. But I still feel like, still want to talk about it. Just put out a video that I'm probably going to get ratioed to shit. Snow Dub. I should reach out to people in general. I don't really reach out. That's just, I've always been a person that's just, I don't know. Because in my head, I feel like nobody really wants to talk to me. And that's just how I feel in general my entire life. That's just my default. Like, who knows who I am to talk to me? This is how I am. So reaching out to humans has never been a strength. But you're probably right. Shout out to Snow Dub. Wookiee Supremacy saying I should get a hold of Snow Dub because we can do something cool together. Shout out to Snow Dub. I hope so. That'd be cool. Hopefully the show is cool. Like I said, I'm probably gonna get ratio my latest video. But you know what? I'm doing the semi-troll titles, not titles, but just the thumbnail. So I get what I fucking deserve. I get what I fucking deserve. And then in a couple days there'll be ads on the video, and so more people will get to see it. And I want to be open about when I put ads on videos, right? Or promote videos, because I don't want to be disingenuous. I do want people to actually watch my content. You guys do. You guys are awesome. But it would be nice since I feel almost extorted, because YouTube has this weird algorithmic garbage. I'm like, all right, I guess I gotta pay. Let's see. R Far says they'll be ragging on the Kyle Rittenhouse quagmire. There's a YouTube channel called CGTV Media LLC. He's a ground level reporter in the old school sense. He's literally on the ground. I played some of the Reg Life video. He was a guy who was on the ground. The incident, similar thing, ground level, covered everything from his phone sort of guy. I haven't heard of CGTV Media. I have to check him out. And listen, I glad, like I've said the whole time, glad he found out guilty. Because I think it was self-defense. But the reason that Biden is in this thumbnail, because when I say what now, I mean this is the same week. And make no mistake, that sort of thing. It's just funny how that happens when you have this huge trial the same week this legislation gets passed. I don't think it's a coincidence, but I don't think anything's a coincidence. You need to take that with a grain of salt from me. And yeah, the protesters are children. A lot of those people there were children. They were young. See, he's talked to everyone live stream last night outside the Kenosha courthouse covering the protesters. He says they are children. I didn't see that. And by no means was I in favor of the protesters. I hope that didn't come across because that wasn't the goal. But I haven't seen that. It's something to check out. I'll probably check it out after the stream at some point. That does piss me off. I've only had the one take. I haven't really given every single take of every angle to Kyle Rittenhouse thing. I guess we can kind of unpack it now that it's over. If you lived under a rock, he was found not guilty. What bothers me is the racial rhetoric. Like, none of it, like, okay. I'm sick of this. Well, if he was black, he would have been found. Like, not necessarily, no. I don't think that's the case. Listen, does America have a history fuckery when it comes to race in the justice system? Absolutely. Would I trust my freedom to the justice system? I hope I never have to. You know what I mean? In general. But like, this is crazy. This is crazy. It's not true, for one. And I know that people brought up all the example cases. And two, like, what the fuck? Why are you so upset that this kid defended himself? Like, did you see the video? I get that CNN told you, I get this, that, and the third, but why is this a racial thing for you when all the people that were killed were white? So it's white on white crime, and somehow this is affecting me. This is as a racial thing. Affects me as a black man. How? Like, please make a logical case for that. I'm not even saying this as a sarcasm. I mean, some of it is, but I'm genuine. Like, I don't even get the connection. I swear to God, I don't. I don't at all. And Arfar agrees. All this nonsense being driven by dumb people who just want to yell, shout, and scream at absolutely nothing. People just mad at the world. Just angry. Just angry. And just some of the connections. LeVar Burton's, this is injustice. How is this injustice? How is this injustice? How is this a racial thing at all? Can somebody break that down to me? I know I did the white OJ gimmick. That was a troll. But that was me. It wasn't a peer troll. It was me speaking on the divisiveness of the case. It was similar to OJ, except racial lines. It was political to me. And I still don't know what normies think. I still don't really know. I don't know if normies cared as much. Like, they did, but they did. Like, I don't know. I don't have that feel. Certain times I have a feel for how normies think because I can go off of, like, people I work with and stuff. I mean, no one in real life has brought up the Kyle Rittenhouse thing to me. No one in real life has. So I can't tell. More people in real life brought up the Mandalorian when that came out than Kyle Rittenhouse to me. In my life. In my existence, in my world. But I'm a lame, you know what I mean? I'm a lame who stays at home, so I'm probably not the best judge. And then my man, Decepticons, Caves, and Toys and Villains. He has a dope new toy. I'm thinking of doing more toy videos and do more shorts. And just showing off different parts of my toy collection. And even I'm thinking of doing like some music equipment videos too, showing that stuff off. I want to get a better camera. I'm just using a webcam. I'm eventually going to upgrade my camera, and that's probably when I'll start doing stuff like that. And hell, yo, Kai MFS with the Rex. I just found out what Rex is. Because again, boomer. I'm a boomer millennial. Yeah, they need a dragon to slay. You know what? Sometimes the other side needs a dragon to slay as well. This was a dragon to slay for a lot of conservatives, and they feel better. They got the virtue signal. I think unfortunately, all Kyle Rittenhouse accountants was a virtue signal. I posted the video. Shout out to David Blair. Hopefully, he didn't unsub. I lost a few subs. I think these might be genuine subs lost. I think some people said, "Fuck Vigilante, I'm unsubbing." I genuinely do. Maybe I'm wrong, but it didn't go down in the same way that it usually does when it's the algorithm. Usually it's every time I do something, one sub, post something, one sub, upload something, one sub. But it was like 2 or 3 subs all at once. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, maybe they took more than one. But like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, a lot of people thought this is their dragon to slay. And it's like, it's just the case. just the case. Like I said, your rights, we all our Second Amendment rights and our right to defend ourselves on trial, bro. They're not. Then you winning this doesn't mean you'll have the right to defend yourself, or they won't come for your guns, or red flag laws won't exist. That none of that will change because of this case. This case is not going to set that type of precedent either way. Yeah, the wannabes. You talk about the one guy, the one guy who was a fucking kid diddler, saying the N word a bunch of times. Fuck him. I need to drop. Shout out to my anonymous assistant. I almost dead named him. But he put yes, he deserved to die, and I hope he burns in hell. Yeah, there is no connection. There's no connection. Yeah, fuck the Autobots. All their bullshit. Here's one. Why is no one faking it? Yeah, because they were chasing his ass. Now listen, it would be injustice if they got off. That would be an injustice. But they were chasing his ass. It wasn't like he just ran up on them and then they shot. It was like, listen, he was at a point where I gotta swing because they're chasing me. So that's the thing. You use the iPhone 12. I got the shittiest phone on earth. And even I got an iPad, but that camera kind of sucks. That camera kind of sucks. Maybe I need to get a new phone. I probably am gonna get one in the next few months. I don't want an iPhone though. I don't want an iPhone. And yeah, man, racial issue or racist or completely misinformed. I always have some sympathy for people who believe mainstream media. There are people on this earth right now to this day, another drop I need. To this day, that think by wearing a mask, they're preventing themselves from getting the coof. I promise you on this earth, there are. Just like there are people to this day that think their money is still backed by gold. I promise you. There are people right now who do not know that the people Kyle Rittenhouse shot were not black. I promise you. I promise you there are. So that is never underestimate what is it? Half the people are idiots, or was it half of I can't remember the George Carlin quote. I'll butcher the quote. You guys will put it in the chat. But people are dumb as fuck and misinformed as fuck. Misinformed as fuck. And yeah, Decepticon like on Decepticon King. Decepticon's Cave of Toys and Villains is using his iPhone 12 to do his videos. Check out his channel. If you want to decompress from all this shit and see cool toys, check his channel out. The racist cars one is getting well worn out as we see everyone in a different ethnic group taking together with no problem. Yeah, I think it's time to stop selling for that card as well. When I say selling, like stop. Oh my god, they said racist, or oh I'm not. Just like okay, whatever. You just said words. Just please. I've made a couple vids and I know whenever it's legit unsubscribe. Yeah, I think people unsubscribe. But stovepipe down tube, disagreement or not, did not unsubscribe. I'm glad. I still disagree with him being a hero. I understand why you think. I'm starting to get, people have given me things, and I'm like, okay, I get why people think that. Still think he was a reckless decision that accomplished only a virtue signal. But hey, I'm glad the kid's not going to jail for the rest of his life. I hope he can fade and hope he can have a normal life afterwards to the best of his ability. Some interesting said by Rittenhouse's attorney, he wasn't interested by politics. He detested it was being hijacked by politics. All right, wife gave it to you. Shout out to Decepticon wife, Mr. Decepticon. Yeah, I like the rebrand too. I like the rebrand. Free, yeah, I kept it. It's free iPhone. Makes sense. But he says they suck. See, I'm so used to Android. For him, was making sure this dumb kid didn't have his life fucked up for making a dumb call and getting involved. Yeah, that's when I keep saying this is a dumb call. Yeah, here, thank you, Decepticon. Half are stupid, other half are even dumber. Yeah. But again, like I'm not saying I'm not saying I don't understand the emotion behind it, but just practically, I tend to think about like my own shoes and or what I would tell somebody if they asked me. If I knew if I was Kyle Rittenhouse' big cousin, I would say, "What the no, no, chill, chill. You aren't you about to be a police officer? Isn't that your goal? You worry about it then. Right now, you know, there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, kid. Let other motherfuckers do it. Don't ruin your own life." Watch the latest video. Standing with my comment I left there. We'll come back when I feel better. You see, I'll check out what you said there. I can wear a condom, still catch a STD. Facts. Very facts. I should watch the CJ TV stream of last night. I should. I should. Not a hero, but it did cheer when he was acquitted. Cool. No mad. Hey, it's somebody new. Yeah, it should red pill people behind dirty play and prosecutor. Prosecutors are dirty as fuck. This prison, I wish people would get red pilled on the prison industrial complex. How fucked up it is. It's really fucked up. And Kai, if you can make a proper mask, I'll give you money. I need a proper mask. Like, talk to me. Hit me up on Twitter or the other. We can make it happen. I just changed it just to be something different. I had this one for a while, the Undertaker style. Just changed it to be something different. But you can make a proper mask. Because I noticed in the Rittenhouse video, if you know me, you can tell it's my fat ass. Like, fuck. So I need to do better with the masking. But yeah, these prosecutors are dirty as shit all across the fucking country. All across the country. Dirty as shit. Just trying to up the conviction rate. I mean, shit, the fucking whore in chief should have let you know how these prosecutors get down. Well, her what is all the crazy shit she did in California. These prosecutors are dirty as shit. Excuse me, gotta drink some tea. Voice been yelling all day, yelling all week. Prosecutors are dirty. This is not the only time. A lot of people. This is where they come from. So I'll try to make a connecting point with Nomad. He's nomad. He's a nomad. So the reason you are hearing that, oh, if he was a black kid, he would be in jail, and there is some relevance to that point, is this. The prosecuting attorneys across this country in this prison industrial complex are so fucking grimy. So it's not necessarily because he's black, it's because he's using these also equally grimy, sometimes worse, fucking public defenders and not his own attorney. It's really because he's poor. And that's really the through line. It's because he doesn't have the attorneys to represent him, to make sure that these dirty ass prosecutors don't fuck him. So that's really what it is. People never want to get at the cause. The cause is because we have a fucked up system. So this fucked up system will fuck up a bunch of people. And because somebody actually gets justice, it's like, oh, they're getting a fair treatment. Like, no, we should be getting that same treatment, but we have this fucking shitty prosecution system. So Nomad brings up a really good point. Yeah, why a lot of people are behind bars. And again, why these people think the racial thing. It's because of the shitty prison industrial complex. Man. Oh, you need to be man enough for what? Why didn't you go down there, Stovepipe? Why didn't you go down there? We're all pussies. We're all weak. We're all weak for not putting ourselves in a reckless decision. Why didn't you go down there? I don't think he's a hero because I don't think it's right for people to, like, all these grown ass men to want 17-year-olds to do what they wanted to do. Nothing heroic. It's good to send your kid from school after they graduate. Let them take a course to be a cop. So they can learn to walk. I recommend that for everybody. Yeah, he was in a cadet program. That's the thing. He would have been more heroic sitting there and letting that inspire him to be a police officer. And he could have done more. He'll never be able to do that now. He'll never be able to do that. Educate me on how fucked up it is. You talking about the prosecutors? Shit. Somebody said Crystal Kaiser. Not sure if I'm not sure if I know of her offhand. Somebody look up. You ever hear of? And it says some people want to be criminals, some people just want to be crying babies. So people talk about the comment. Oh, the prison industrial complex thing. I'll talk a little bit about it. Read the comments left of your last vid. He wants to be a nurse. So now he's I don't know. Maybe he'll be allowed that. He's gonna deal with so much shit. Trying to be a normal person. We'll see what happens to him. I'm gonna wish him the best regardless. The prison complex. So I've taught the prison industrial complex is designed to get as much money out of people as possible. So there's fund. First off, there's private prisons. So a private investment group can own a prison and then they get funded from the state. And so what happens is they try to create laws to constantly add more time to offenses and to make as many offenses provide prison time so you go into those private prisons. They can do that via lobbyists. A lot of it is minor shit, adding more mandatory minimums. So now somebody gets caught with a certain substance, there's a mandatory minimum that gets enforced. This person's in jail for 3 years. This private prison gets the money from housing that person for that many years. So that's one thing. I talked about the story about the private prisons and you guys are gonna make some of my points for me. The private prisons going to a lot of music execs trying to create music, and it looks like they may have actually done it. It was a rumor thing, but Busy Bone covered it, and I remember being in the forums back in the day as a producer. And you would see it out there. But the story apparently in the early 90s, all these private prison execs going to music execs at this party and proposing that they push everything towards not just rap, but gangster and most violent rap they can to encourage more people going into jail so they can make money off private prisons. Do I know if the story? I believe the story happened, but I mean, please take things with a grain of salt. And what up, Brightest Day? Sky's up. My subs are down. I'm probably going to have a lot of people on sub. And see, this is my issue, Ron Martin. I love you, Ron Martin, but this Carl Kyle thing, y'all got him in so much trouble with that. Y'all just don't know. I keep thinking like this person has to deal with the backlash of all this stuff because this is why they think he went there with violent intent. You know what I mean? This is why they think he went there with violent intent. Because there's so many people, call Kyle to clear up the commies, clear up the rioters, clear up it's like, was it I know it was self-defense. We all know it was self-defense legally, not guilty based upon self-defense, right? Not guilty on all charges. But like, I don't like that, man. Call him to clean up. Like, man, no, he was a kid who shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there. And I know that's a lot of people are angry that I feel that way. I still feel that way. Doesn't mean he should have went to jail. I'm glad he didn't, and I hope he can actually have a normal life. But he shouldn't have been there, and nobody should have. The rioters shouldn't have been there. Shit. If I don't want to keep being too broad saying the dude's name, but if such and such wasn't funding things, if it wasn't globalists funding these groups, putting them in U-Hauls, packing them up, and moving them around, none of this shit would happen. I'd rather 17-year-olds going out with ARs not be the best case scenario and best way to stop this. That's what I'd rather be. So yeah, the government's shit. Government is shit. And what's up to Code Era? What's going on with that Avatar anyway? Yeah, the alt-right doesn't do things like Kenosha. I don't even know if the alt-right exists. I don't even know if the alt-right exists. You know what the funniest thing is? That there are people in this country like scared of conservatives, thinking like they have this vision of a Larry the Cable Guy dude with a MAGA hat who has like a Klansman outfit, and it frightens them. And I'm like, I cannot believe you believe this thing and you're scared of it. And the rare, it used to be common, but Latino slant now in the suit. He's all business. Appreciate Latino slant. Paulie, encouraging us all to do better. Those asshats talking shit about you, man. Oh man, I knew I was gonna get ratioed. 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 I knew when I upload, I'm like, God, what am I signing myself up for? But yeah, the alt-rights of myth. Who are the alt-right? What is the alt-right? What is it? I've heard of like Steve Bannon and what's the guy, Richard Spencer, but I don't know what it is. The fact that these people are able to get away with some of the crazy shit is wild. Like it was witness intimidation, obviously. The fucking MSNBC trying to dox people. This shit's insane. But this is what I mean about the systems being broken. Like, this is why I say don't even worry about the left versus right thing. It's like that's the mechanism that they're using. Right versus left, white versus black. Those are the mechanisms being used. But it was really just the destruction of like society, of the functional elements of society. Because if the court system are not going to, the court systems, if the rule of laws and things like that are not even going to be enforced with anything, where now you can just intimidate judges and now you can just intimidate witnesses and there's no real consequence to it. And it has been like that for a while, honestly, this past 20 months. Now that you created lawlessness and you've used this political lines to do it, I mean, now you're creating like sort of destruction of those systems, of those institutions. Anyone write a Stalin? Anyone write a Mao's alt-right? See what you're saying? It's a serious issue. That this is what my thing is. The police, National Guard, why did they get let off the hook by the thin blue line folks? Y'all back the blue, but why? Ain't back in the blue. There's like this thing called neutrality. There's a huge center that you can chill in sometimes. Back in the blue. Fuck the police. Shit. Yeah, I said it. Fuck them. There's police. I like Dolph. I like Danny. There's police I like. Not all cops aren't bastards. But fuck. What are they getting taxpayer dollars for? It's not an easy job to sign up for. I wouldn't sign up for it. But they did. And I don't want to hear, well, the politicians, what the fuck is the point of any of this? Is this a republic? Is this a democracy? If a politician could just control how the police are going to act, if political correctness could control how police are going to act, to the point where people think 17-year-olds running out with ARs are heroes because they did something that the tax-funded system that everyone wants to back didn't do anything. Like, what are we doing here? What is the point of any of this shit? Just fuck it. We are in anarchy. Fuck it. Fuck the laws. Like, fuck it, everything. Sometimes I'll just run stop signs when I know I'm safe to. Just like, fuck the law. I run stoplights when there's no one there. Just like, fuck the law because I'm angry about how the laws don't work. I'm not even joking. I know y'all will be down to vigilante because of that. If y'all hear like this behemoth, like a 1 billion pound dude splattered somewhere in the Carolinas, you'll know what happened. Working on the video I want to get out today, says Brightest Day, but hell, everyone lurking. No problem with lurking. Shout out to the lurkers. Make the world go around. What up? Yeah, Wookiee's in there with Salty. He's a part of Salty Army. It's the motto over there. What up, Tell Salty? Thanks for sending me to Rumbling. Love him, man. Shout out to Salty. Oh yeah, be scared of the conservative. Not scared. Oh, you talking about them? Yeah, like how you gonna be scared of? Like you scared of some random? You're scared of some old lady waving a flag. I saw something. The USA chants is a microaggression. Are you kidding me? Like, what are we doing here? Be scared of conservative. They want you to be free and defend yourself and keep your sexual life in the bedroom and leave the kids alone. Learning when the parents say okay. I would say if you're talking about like the people who are conservatives, yes. If you're talking about like the politicians that are conservative, I got a news flash. They're the same as the politicians who are liberal. They're just playing their part. The politicians that you call conservative have as much opposition with the politicians that you call liberal as The Rock had opposition with Stone Cold Steve Austin. They'll take a stunner or a rock bottom through a table, but at the end of the day, they're working. And a wave to the chat. Wave to the chat. He's cooking and listening to Amigos. Well, I appreciate it. I feel honored that I'm one of your amigos. Yeah, what up to Lucille Slant? It's not a fucking democracy. It's a federal republic. I said republic. I said republic. And it's not that. It's a dictatorship. It's a dictatorship. Do better. It says do better. And yeah, the people that vote that way. I feel bad for the people that vote that way. I feel bad for the people that vote that way. Yeah, it's a republic. It's not. Well, it's not a republic, but it was supposed to be. Because listen, did the people that vote that way, did you get what you wanted this week? Were you represented by the people you voted for this week? Because while everyone, Kyle Rittenhouse, they just put this infrastructure plan in that's going to make the dollars that get spent so much more worthless, and it's going to create so much craziness. So those same people that are supposed to, represent you in the republic, did they represent you? Hell no, they didn't. And that's ultimately the point. That's ultimately where we are. Salty Army Berserker Battalion. Comic book 101 turn everyone against each other by using means such as racism. Hell, Hollywood was bad red. I mean it. Started with Lucy and worked its way. Hollywood's red. Yeah, listen, man. Division is the game. They're dividing people by every fucking thing. Every fucking thing they can except the car. Yeah, the broken glass and sand. Oh, they're fucking us with broken glass and sand loop. Hell yeah, they are. Hell yeah, they are. That's why I feel like this was a distraction, man. It's just weird how they always pick times where the country is focused on a huge case or a huge event or something huge outside of something to pass crazy legislation. It never fails. It never fails. And yeah, I hope that Arbery case going back to back too. Who knows what other crazy shit they may pass while this is going on? Who knows what's going to happen with the case? They're going to try to divide people with this motherfucker too. I hope they're found guilty. You guys are talking about the comments, and I gotta check Twitter. You say, send you an invite to something. Hopefully I can make it. Hope I can. Our representatives do not give a shit about us. Their economy, money is in the global economy, which is going to become one economy. I mean, the credit system, not just the social credit system, but the digital cryptos, that shit's on its way. But I mean, country-backed cryptos. I like Lucy though, but hell, all the ones we praise are commies. They want it. Yeah, a lot of these people are indeed like legitimate communists, and this is legitimately what they want. But like, hey, this division shit works, man. And divisive tactics. Now I'm interested to see what the hell happened in the comments. My Rittenhouse video. I'm getting butchered. I'm getting ratioed. Ain't that many comments. Unless if YouTube if you see a comment and it gets deleted, Noble Hiro is great. I love him to pieces. His comment was, I will not chime in this one. I'm Slav. I'm a Slav. Live on Balkan, so he knows about Balkanization. But he also says I have nothing to do with anything in the U.S. To be frank, I'm feeling nauseated. Everything is smidge related to the U.S. You and me both, Noble Iro. Off to listen to Manu Chao. Noble Iro, you're the man. Thank you. You're a man. Thank you. I get it, bro. I get it. Even as someone broadcast, when I was like, God, do I really want to talk about Kyle? I guess I have to. Nate, the lawyer, says a directive verdict. Is that how it went? I don't even know how the verdict went. I wasn't paying attention to the damn trial. until they just became something mad. Want to be Judge Dredd? I am the law. But only judge politicians. Man, I don't want to say anything because we're not promoting violence at the Vigilante Williamson channel. But fuck politicians. I'll say that much. Wife works for the court here, but we have good lawyers. Hey, it's good to have good lawyers. It's probably not a bad idea to have somebody working in the court. This system's you gotta take any advantage you can. Yeah, they are guilty. I wish them the best. Yeah, it's over. You don't have to say shit about it. Yeah. You know what? I'm over it too. I'm over it. So Noble I will come back. Not gonna talk anymore about it. Not gonna talk anymore about it. Someone sent a message. Noble Gyro, come back. I can imagine if you're not from this country and this shit, it's bad enough they're distracting us with this crazy bullshit and making us be all politicized and divided. But could you imagine fighting about U.S. politics with somebody, well, neither one of y'all are from the U.S.? Could you imagine a conversation like that over the internet? Goodness. Could you imagine being focused? I feel no bar. I'm just drained from this shit. I am too. It's an energy drain, man. It's an energy drain. Let's actually talk about some shit. Talk a little shit. Did you guys know, and I'm not being disrespectful to the individuals who have lost their lives who are transgender. I'm just putting it out there. I did not know November 20th was Transgender Remembrance Day. Shout out to Transgender Remembrance Day. I'm like, I don't want no one to pass. Not sure if this is a real like holiday though. So he got shat on for saying it was the right verdict. I agree that was the right verdict. My issue was never the verdict. I don't think people who downvoted me always saw the video. They didn't see bad judge. But you know what? I gotta take it. I went troll. Not real troll, but if I put bad judgment, I mean the title says what I mean. Not guilty doesn't mean not stupid. But yeah, we all die. You don't get a normal human. Oh boy, I'm gonna get in trouble for that. You don't get a human Remembrance Day for everyone. There should be a Remembrance Day for just everybody. Because people die. It sucks. Just about to take a nap and saw the stream was live. You might still want that nap. You might want that nap. Our brave commander in chief may want that nap. Signs in this while everyone's focused on everything they can. This is happening. It's a bipartisan bill. This is a republic. This is not a republic anymore. It hasn't been for a while. It was a myth, that they used to work us into a republic. It's a dictatorship. And this is not the dictator, by the way. He's the court jester at best. None of these people are the dictators. These are the worker bees, man. These are the worker bees. We need to stop believing in these politicians. I'm not trying to black pill you on your voting, but I mean, what's the point of voting if they're going to do this? What is the point? What is the point? Yeah, take the nap, man. You work hard. You work hard, bro. Take the nap. You can check this out later. It's just take the nap. You need sleep. You catch any of the Ricada law coverage? Good breakdowns in the Rittenhouse trial. I did not. I wasn't that interested in the trial until just the past week, that's why this is the only time you've seen any coverage on my channel from it. Because I had no natural interest in it, just whatsoever. It's just not something I cared about. But then I just, I saw my little angle on it and, gave my little piece about it. And yeah, don't forget to smash that like button like SJW tries to smash the patriarchy. The patriarchy. This is the patriarchy right here. Shit. Oh, the matriarchy, I guess. Because they act like bitches, but I'm tis. No, but this crazy $1 trillion infrastructure Green New Deal bill has been passed. It was a bipartisan effort. GOP senator, one of the bill's authors, focused on bipartisanship. There's one world government shield. This is what can happen when Republicans and Democrats say they're going to work together to get something done. Let me see. He praised for former President Trump because he furthered discussion on infrastructure bill. Listen, man, this I'm not. Have I broken down every element of the bill? No, but I've seen some breakdowns of it, and it's a lot of money being spent on a lot of shit, and none of it's gonna see the people. None of it's gonna see the people. All of it's gonna see a bunch of glad handers. This is trillions of dollars of your great 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 grandkids' money because your money has already been spent. We've already printed 40% of all the money that ever existed, and again, none of you saw it. Oh, you got your little check. That check barely covered the paper it was printed on when inflation is going to be done. Yeah, trillion here, trillion there. Pretty soon you'll be talking about real money. This is why this was really my point of the Rittenhouse video that everyone's hating me on. This was really my point. I used Build Back Better like 3 or 4 times in that video. The mainstream, yeah. Typically, the more mainstream wants me to focus on something, the less I do, because while the media has your attention, stuff like Build Back Better happens. He got it done. He got it done. Biden delivers. He got it done. This is socialism is here. So all the shit that you're afraid of is here. You're so worried about commies getting killed. Call Kyle. All that dumb shit. He just made this shit even more of a communist state than it already is. Yeah, 40% of our cash was printed in the last 12 months, and they're not done. They're not done. And none of it saw the people. None of it saw the people. It saw whoever could exploit it. It saw assholes like Gavin Newsom. He got some of that cash. Disney got some of that cash. You got a couple checks. While you were told you couldn't even go to work. And then they signed to give more money away. And they got you jerking off to a fucking virtue signal at best, and dividing the country just, over wish the kid the best over minutia in the grand scheme of things, over nonsense in the grand scheme of things. Nothing was gonna. If I didn't think they were going to do not guilty. I thought it was going to be a mistrial and mistrial and I forgot it. Dismissed without prejudice or with prejudice, whichever one meant they couldn't bring it back up. I thought they were going to try a DQ finish just to get out of it, but they didn't. In any event, whatever they did was able to distract people from this shit. And again, to everyone who wants to vote the left, the culture war, midterms, 2024. It doesn't matter. Now I'm still in fucking what you call this gimmick. I'm still in Barricade Garage's gimmick now. Gotta be stealing other people's gimmicks. Yeah. Pakistan can focus on gender studies, you bigot. And it's with prejudice. Gomer Kyle corrects me. With prejudice. Yep. Big distraction take people's minds off even bigger distraction. And we had President Harris for like an hour yesterday. What happened with that? President Harris for an hour. You have to smart me up on that. We also have quite a country. Other countries go. New York. Rumor is we borrowed quite a bit. We'll see how that will play out. Didn't Jerome Powell joke? I think he was joking about Fort Knox and said, "What if there's nothing there?" And before a certain date in the early fall, late summer of 2001, the day before a certain event happened in New York, they got a lot of the gold out of the Federal Reserve that day. No coincidence. And jet fuel still can't burn steel beams. Yeah, we're well past the point of even being mathematically able to pay it back. All the wealth in the world can't cover this country's debt. No, no, we're done. So, but we're done. This is your money's worthless. We're completely done. All these spending bills are bad news. Hiss, no breakdown, money gone. Yeah, Wookie is always right. Let the Wookie win. Joe Wooden got a colonoscopy. Ah, so while he was getting a checkup, she was the president. Jesus Christ. I missed that. Biden passed the mantle of Harris. So she's still the president? How you can't? Can you pass the presidency like back away for an hour? Is that a thing that's ever been done? It can't have. He passed the mantle to Harris or used the 25th Amendment while he had a colonoscopy, fitting that President Harris should treated with colonoscopies. Shout out to Violent Film. Agree. Violent Film. When can I print out money and spend stuff on I want? It's obviously legal to spend money we don't have. Yeah. As far as I know, he's president again. Maybe they don't change it back. Maybe they just act like they do or don't. Maybe they go with both George Costanza coming back to work after he quits, or what's the dude on Office Space where he didn't Milton, and he didn't work there, but they hadn't fired him and he'd still be getting checks. Maybe it's one of those deals. They just never pass it back and just go on for the people to not know. I've never heard of that. That's wild to me. This is what I mean. This country is done. This is the fall of Rome. We're watching it. Why did it have to be us? Why did we have to be the generation to watch Rome fall? Shit. I'm just getting my shit together and everything's falling the fuck apart. But yeah, the main gold stash wasn't even Fort Knox. It was the Federal Reserve. I thought it was in New York. At least that's what Die Hard with a Vengeance told me. But I think they got buildings throughout the country. I think there's another one. But that's where the gold was supposed to be. That gold is gone. That gold is gone. We'll never see that gold. That gold is in some banker's house. Our money's fucked, bro. It's backed by imagination. The whole Biden story is a shitty one, but tis. You know what? I saw something. I don't know if it's a meme. Are they really doing a Hunter Biden movie? I thought that was a meme or a joke. And what's up, Buzz sent you dildo. Says up to the carbon contracts. Buzz to you, brother. I'll go full black pill and point out Kennedy signed a bill that would have backed American dollars. Yep, I did see that. I didn't see. I knew that. He signed a bill that would have backed American dollars with American-owned silver. 3 weeks later, he was dead. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Look what happened with Gaddafi when he wanted to back his money by gold. I like to use the term occupant for Biden. He's the occupant in office. We don't have a real president at the moment, but it doesn't matter at this point. No, it doesn't. And the first thing Johnson did when he was sworn in was veto that bill. Because Johnson was a globalist hire. They don't even operate like that. That's why I don't for y'all, I mean, I hate doing the orange man conspiracy theory. I'm not even gonna go there. But they don't let outsiders get that close because they don't want to have to blow their heads off again. They don't let them get that close anymore. Everybody now already knows what's up. And hell the deal though. It's up Dwit. So that is a real thing. I didn't know if that was fake or not because I can never tell. I'm like, they're not really doing this. But yeah, Daily Wire might be doing a Hunter thing. It could be entertaining, but it just, I don't know. We'll see. Even Rome has ups and downs. Getting off junk news is a start. Yeah, you do have to do that. Yeah, there was more gold in Building 7 in Fort Knox ever saw. Yeah, there was a lot more gold there. And they moved it. And I thought that's why I saw that Gina's doing a Hunter Biden movie. RK made a video about tagging Hunter in the video and it demonetized it. Okay, so I'm not imagining things. I didn't see Ryan Cannell's video, but I saw that. I'm like, I thought I saw Gina Carano's doing Hunter Biden thing. I couldn't tell if I imagined it or if it was a meme. Johnson was a freak show, had the doors removed in the presidential toilet, had cabinet briefings while taking a shit with his cabinet sitting on the floor. You can't make this shit up. Yeah, he was a weirdo. Because all those globalists are fucking weirdos. A transfer power surgery. Okay, for surgery happened with Reagan, Eisenhower, Roosevelt. Okay, so this has happened before. Thank you, Gomer Kyle, for educating me. And yep, Gina Carano is indeed in it. Yeah, I read that and I'm like, is that real or not? You guys are confirming it's real. Yep. So Violet film. I keep wanting to say violent film. Says she read a blurb with a pic with Gina Carano above it in the Daily Wire somewhere. Y'all remember France to the battleship to get his goal from USA? I believe it was after you went on Fiat. Didn't know that. I legit didn't know that. Gina Carano is going to be the cop that catches a predator. She's going to be Chris Hansen. Hey, Hunter, I want you to just sit here. What the hell? LOL. What's up, Pop? Yeah, what's up to Pop Culture Republic? Roosevelt forced us to give up our goal. We should have said hell no. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that America should have spazzed out on. Like what they think happened in January should have happened 100 years before for real. Like when the Federal Reserve started, that should have been like, all right, let's just rush the building. Had they done it then, we would be in a better place now. Had they said, nope, once the gold system got fucked with, nope, rush the building. Once candy got popped, nope, rush the building. Nope, we're done. And because we didn't do, those people with those generations didn't do it, now we're stuck. Now we're stuck. Because this is we're fucked. This is no longer a republic. It's not even a dictatorship. It's just a bunch of globalists can just make shit up now. And France isn't a real place. Their fries are real. Their fries are real. And violent is implied in the name. I like violent video games. Violet film is a violent toxic misogynist confirmed. There you go. Misogyny confirmed. But yeah, they distracted us. I hope people got what they want. I'm glad the kid is not gonna go see the evil prison industrial complex. But the industrial complex now has a lot more of our great grandkids' money. And your money ain't worth shit. I mean, freedom fries. Freedom. Ain't no freedom in these fries anymore. I think you mean fucked fries, because there's no freedom. Ain't no freedom left. And Violet film with her tongue out. Nixon took us off the gold standard, which is a lot of money to go fiat. So it was in the Nixon era. Yeah, and then if hyperinflation hit then. That's the first time it hit, was in the 70s and into the 80s. Misogyny is a good thing, keeps girls pretty. Yeah, it does. I know you don't want to hear that. But all these and I'm fat as fuck, so I gotta lose weight. I realized that poking out of my own mask. God damn, I'm so fat that most of my face was outside the mask. But yeah, these Landwell feminists, and no disrespect to the big girls, I like the big girls, but some of them are just gotta, tighten it up. I've been trying to catch up on things in real life, kept me from working on videos and things. Canceled. Oh boy, I'm canceled. Hi Cosmic, I was making my afternoon caffeine fix. Shout out to caffeine. Shout out to tea. Shout out to coffee. Energy drinks. It's a stimulant, the most abused stimulant on earth, but it keeps the world going. It keeps the world going. So I mean, there's really nothing else to say. We're fucked. You all know this. All I can say is, keep the butt cheeks tight, but we're getting fucked. We're getting fucked. The Romanovs said no to opening the Fed. A year later, they had a communist revolution in their hands and got killed. It's funny. That's interesting timing. No foul play there. No foul play there. Actually, before I go to the next story, let me make sure. What are we talking about now? What the fuck are we talking about now? There's a bunch of you know what? I am gonna do what I was gonna do. There's a bunch of stories on, and I love bonding, right? But we're just gonna kind of run down stuff. I will talk. The one thing I did want to talk about something that was on the MFer yesterday, even though I wasn't on, I was watching. Um. Oh, by the way, the better bill has been sent to the Senate. We are not done running that printed. Oh, there's another one. Is there another one? I thought that was. Why do I think that's it? Why would I think that's it? That wasn't even the big one. The $1 trillion infrastructure for Chinocalis P said no. But he hit me with the Billy Mays. But wait, there's more. Pete Davidson. He said, random thought, every day I grow a little more confused as to why Pete Davidson isn't the most hated human. I'm going to be honest. 90% of it is nobody even knows who Pete Davidson is. I know of him as the SNL guy. Most people don't watch SNL. He's too irrelevant to get that title. He's not like famously annoying enough. Yeah, Pete Davidson. Ugh. Yeah, the country's over in more ways than one. The GOP has done nothing to stop the leftists. Little is giving them more credit than they deserve. The GOP has no interest in stopping the leftists. A lot of the GOP thinkers have no interest in stopping the leftists because they like having something to complain about. A lot of your GOP commentators are CNN in disguise. But instead of using the orange man, they can use a blue hair Landwell. They can use AOC. They can use whatever they want to troll a bunch of conservatives. So, oh my God, I got to own the libs. And oh my God. No, the GOP they're not even rhinos. I think that's giving them credit. This is what their job is to do. They're heels. Their job is to, or baby faces, whatever you decide. But they're workers. Their job is to make you think that there's a resistance to this thing. They're not actually to resist. They don't. They have as much interest. Ted Cruz has as much interest in opposing AOC as The Rock did as opposing Stone Cold, or The Undertaker did opposing Shawn Michaels. The same amount. They want to have a good show. They want you to believe it, but they don't really care. They're just going to do the job, get pinned, and look at you like, oh, we just couldn't do it. But if you fund more and buy some My Patriot Supply, if you buy more Sherry's Berries, maybe we can own the libs. And right, Dildo? What was it? Oh, the Pete Davidson. Jesus. Pete Davidson. Yeah, it's cool. I try to keep things drama free. I'm sorry about this podcast then. I'm sorry about that. But other than that, how'd you like that play, Mrs. Lincoln? You know what I saw? Oh, God. Chinocalis Pete is telling me about the second bill. But you know what I saw? I saw recently, like, it was old footage of a guy. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm. As much shit as I talk about it, sometimes it works. It was old footage of a guy who saw President Lincoln. He was in the building when President Lincoln got shot. And he saw John Wilkes Booth jump down to the, from the balcony to the stage and run out the back. And he was it was from the 20s, but he was an older gentleman at that time, and it somehow got preserved, and I actually saw his testimony. It was pretty compelling stuff. Crazy, man. This just shows you how long crazy shit has been going on, man. That was probably a globalist hit. Shit, my man Ruben Christopher Hayes told us last week the Titanic didn't Titanic itself. How crazy this world is. Vigilante didn't harm himself, man. If something happened to me. $2 trillion on top of the one we just. So of course it's $3 trillion. Illuminati confirmed. But God damn, and it's gonna pass because again these rhinos, they're not even rhinos. They're doing their job. Their job is to make it look like they give a shit. I'll drop it after this. Wasn't so much about Kyle today. Was a huge win for the Second Amendment, bro. I wish it were. Your Second Amendment right is only at the will of them enforcing it, because they can still do red flag laws. They can still do a lot of shit. Watch when national red flag laws come, and they are probably coming. I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think the rule of law matter. I don't think I think they can make up laws like a king could in olden times. They'll figure a way. And the next one, yeah, correct me, guys. 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 3 trillion altogether. GOP were always a bunch of useless cunts. That's my point. Word is, Manchin won't support it. He's a weirdo. It's funny. The same folks who were watching you and believe in free speech are not crying. Crying, get the fuck out of here. GTF. Hey, rough girl. Hello, Gomer. Rough. 2 trill. Wow, that's great. So we can get more money to non-citizens. Crazy. 3.5 trill wouldn't pass, so they broke it down to 1.2 trillion. It's magic. If it's 3.6 trillion altogether, I'm not trying to be numerology guy, but come on, bro. It's all ones and zeros, one good solar flare, and it wouldn't exist. Man, one good solar flare, it might not be the craziest things. I mean, I'll miss you guys. I'll probably die from the first wave. I'm comfortable with that. Close to the truth that you think. Close to the truth of that joke that you think. No, that is exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. They broke down that bill into 3 pieces, and it's gonna pass. And more solar flares. More solar flares. More Ric Flairs. You guys see that chop I put on Twitter? It's my most liked tweet ever. Maybe that should be the meme of the day. And and Sherry's Berries. Yeah. Buy more Sherry's Berries, my Patriot Supply. You watch a channel called The United Spot. It's hilarious. I've not heard of it. Republicrats and Dem Republicans. 2 sides of the same coin. Yeah. They're not breaking kayfabe. They're not breaking kayfabe. That's why they're able to work. They don't break kayfabe. They don't break kayfabe. So people buy it. People buy it. We'll vote about the midterms. No worries. The stream is cool. I'm glad. I'm glad you're feeling the stream. I pissed a lot of people off today, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. And what's up to Gomer Kyle from Ron Martin and neocons and neo-libs? Same shit. Same shit. And I don't have anything against Ben Shapiro. You know, he's doing the a lot of the media thing. I don't have anything against Sherry's Berries. You know what? Blame Barricade Garage, because he's the one who started doing that stuff, and now that's all I can think. But it's not, the concept is true, man. And hey, I'm trying to. I would like people to watch my stuff too. You guys have given super chats, which is more than I could ever ask. I get it, but I don't want to lie to people. I don't want to give people false hope, and I don't want to just play by a playbook or a rule book just to do it. I don't want to exploit people. I'm not trying to exploit people. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying that a lot of people are interested in pushing the drama so they can sell shit. And that's what it comes off like to me. Substantiate. And yes, we will be at quadrillion dollar budgets by the decades. And we'll still be at the same economic level as we are as people. The wealth gap is going to widen and widen and widen and widen. And I find myself agreeing more and more with those grungy mid-90s anarchists. Well, we are in almost a form of anarchy, I guess. Because again, the laws don't apply. But it's still we're really in a dictatorship, man. Hey, Gomer. I'm just checking out what you guys are talking about. Oh, global budgets, Agenda 2030. You're not lying. And is everyone live at the same time? That sucks. I'm competing with a bunch of people. I didn't know you weren't a wrench. I assumed you've been a wrench this whole time, Gomer Kyle. Not my whole chat is going to be wrenches, but I'll go again and give you a wrench. You want one? Hold on, Gomer. Again, I thought you had a wrench. Yeah, you can have a wrench. You'll get a wrench, and you'll get a wrench. You'll get a wrench. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get going with Kyle his wrench. So I got to go into YouTube. Okay, you're a wrench. Enjoy the power. You have the power. Now my chat is nothing but wrenches. Literally. I've given everyone a wrench. No, Ron Martin, Violet Film, Fizz Chozo, he doesn't need a wrench. That's about it. Oh, Cosmic Fusion was trying to sell the wrench. Oh boy. Baron Orman Tag doesn't rent a wrench. Okay, so a few of the lurkers don't have wrenches. But yeah, I've handed out quite a few wrenches. But we do get trolls now. That's a new thing. I'm telling them I'm pissing people off. Pissing people off. He was trying to sell the wrench. Well, listen. If you don't want the wrench anymore, you could do it. So they're hiding solar flare status and other things. Essentially Dildo has a lot against Ben Shapiro. No, I don't regret the video at all. I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it at all. I mean, everything I said. I've basically said a lot of what I said in that video in this stream. All I said was, hey, I still don't think what Kyle Rittenhouse did was a good idea. I'm glad he got off. I didn't, I was recording before it happened. At that point, I said, I hope he's not found not guilty. I still think it was a bad idea. I broke down the reasons why. So yeah, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. Just like, I'm gonna get killed. There's videos I know when I post, like, I'm gonna get killed. Anarchy fails, but I do support vigils. No need for drama, just trying to stay alive. Yeah. Just staying alive. Just staying alive. Editing is top notch, Wookie. Looks great. Oh, you are a good editor. You're really good, man. Sorry for sniping your sellout. Sorry. Oh, you got a wrench now. Some people have joked themselves into wrenches. You got to deal with it now. Your chest with nothing but wrenches are kind of gay. I got to go with Central Dildo on this one. Ha! Gay! Got to go with, you're right. You want me to take your wrench away? You have a wrench, right? Take it away. That way we can be even out. I don't know. If you want to give up a wrench, if you want a wrench or want to give it up, feel free. Because I have no logic to the wrenching on this channel. Thank you. You know how to make a girl feel all special. Oh. I pissed off people. I pissed off some boomer cons, I think. I think that's what I think they did. Don't sell to those eBay guys. Uh-oh. You remember those eBay I think I might have covered it last year. There was these guys from eBay, and they were executives, and they went after this family. They were intimidating this family, sending them death threats, sending them bloody pigs and shit, all sorts of crazy shit. I may have what they were saying. It was sending them some live animal's head. I can't remember what it was. They were all these executives, high-ranking officials at eBay, were doing all this intimidation, following them, all sorts of crazy shit. Flew all the way from, I want to say, somewhere on the West Coast to somewhere in the Northeast. I want to say Massachusetts area. It's crazy. Crazy. Trolls mean you're doing your job. I don't know if they're trolls. And I usually don't get that many dislikes. Dildo, I should make you my only wrench. That would be top notch irony. There you go. Walled wit. Yeah, I got ratioed on that video. That's Kyle Rittenhouse video. So new don't know what happened. I appreciate you being here. Basically, I have a unique opinion about Kyle Rittenhouse. And it's not a baseline opinion. It's not the one that you can it's not the mainstream media's opinion, and it's not the counter mainstream media's opinion. It's just a basic kind of generic. I wouldn't have, if he was my kid, I would have told him what the fuck is wrong with you. And that was it. But you know what? Maybe I was a little troll. I didn't mean to, I meant to be provocative, but not trolly. with the title. I'm not new, and I always feel like I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm here, and I never know what the hell's happening. I would keep my wrench. Seriously trying to lower all my expenses. I don't know what's around the corner. Yeah, I'm trying to lower expenses. I'm trying to save, pay off debt. What's a wrench? Just a moderator. The term is wrench. I can't even think the slang. So I'm trying to say slang. I like dropping links. I'll keep mine. Yeah, the cow vid. The cow vid. You got people want people to agree with them. Yep, moderator powers are far. And your buds are beautiful. Shout out to Wookie. Yes, and roaches. What's the context of the roaches? Oh yeah, wow. Dead roses, and took a long time for the police to do anything. What happened? Oh man, sheesh. Gomer, you haven't been here. So Newbomb Turk is still around as Newbomb Turk. I don't know what happened to the other guy at all. And I can only hint because this platform has gotten rid of this guy so badly that if anyone knew that he was helping out, I can't even talk more. Gomer, I'm gonna have to tell you off air. I gotta tell you off air. I don't want to get myself or anyone else in trouble. But it's not that unique. It's just not popular on the MAGA right. Yeah, it's the hardcore, the hardcore MAGA right, who again will never hold anyone accountable. They'll thin blue line. They just do whatever they do as they're told. Man, that's what pisses me off. There was this perception that they're free thinkers. They're free thinkers. They're like no, they're just a different group. They're just a different hive mind, a different echo chamber, and a different hive mind. And I'm not trying to appeal to that echo chamber or that hive mind. I have no interest in appealing to that echo chamber or that hive mind. I have no interest in trolling that echo chamber or that hive mind. Our only interest is being as accurate to what I see things as I possibly can be, no matter what we're talking about. And if that perspective is right in line with a certain train of thought, it is. And if it's in opposition to a certain train of thought, it is. Or in most cases, a little bit of both, where there's parts of it in opposition, parts of it in line, and parts of it just whatever the fuck I see. But I hate the hive mind shit on the right just as much as I hate the hive mind shit on the left. It's the left, because that's the mechanism the globalists use, are more dangerous, as far as active. But the right has a danger on its own because it's nullifying people into a false sense of security with their decision. I vote. Well, it's a red state. And it means, okay, whatever, bro. Vids. I thought we were talking about something else. I respect you for defending the hot take. Well, thank you, bro. Thank you. Thought we were talking about something else. For the buds and emoji, laugh emoji from Wookie. I would love some cool tech right by now, but girl got to get squirrel money like nuts. Boy, damn it, Wookie, I'm a tired. Tips hat. Go Macau. He got more laugh emojis from Wookie. You gotta tell me on Twitter. Yeah, I will. I'll let you guys know. Anyone who I know, contact me some way, and I'll let you know what's going on. If that's okay. Anonymous assistant. Yeah, MAGA boomer, right? They're starting to look really SJW at times, man. They're starting to look like really SJW. They got some of the same. And what they'll get mad at, they'll start defending. Well, when have you seen the right? It's like, listen, the actual left, like the actual left voters, are not the ones burning things down either. I know you don't. I know you just negative straw man. You took the demonized version of what you look at, and you straw man them. Which, by the way, that's what they do to you. But you took a demonized version, and you think that's you think there weren't even that many people. There were probably max. All the protests that were last year, maximum 1 million. And that's me being super high, probably in the hundreds of thousands. and probably in the thousands who got moved around. Probably thousands of people who got moved around in actual protests, and that's including actual protests, not the just the quote unquote peaceful protests, but that's including the rando protests that happened in nowhere towns where nothing actually happened because nothing was there. There's 500 people in this town. They just want to, I don't know, be seen. So there was a lot of that, but maximum 1 million out of 300 million people, 350 million people. That's a very small percentage of the people who are active. Equal. I mean, I still feel the SJWs are a tad worse, because they have more power. They have the media and shit behind them. But hey, the alt media is behind, and the alt media just does a lot of times just does as they're told to. So equal may be strong, but there's something to that. Yeah, their hive mind is a lot less dangerous. It's a lot less dangerous in that it's active, but it's not dangerous in that it's nullifying people to numbness. Because the left's hive mind. Listen, the left's hive mind is more like actively dangerous because it's something like, critical race theory, which is now your kids get taught they ain't shit. The right hive mind has nothing to it. That's why it's less dangerous. It's also less effective. It's less anything. What is the right's hive mind? The right's hive mind is depend on an orange man and worship him as he walks. They don't have a way of stopping this or proposing any solutions. They have no solutions. The right's hive mind. So in a way, there's a danger in that. But no, it's not as actively dangerous as the peaceful protesters that do exist, as the kind of globalist gang used to intimidate whoever they need to intimidate. You're talking about this fucking media industrial complex that can brainwash people into anything. That's dangerous. When you're talking about this jab, this gene therapy they want us to take for the rest of our lives, essentially, if there's boosters, if you're going to need boosters, that's dangerous. That is more actively dangerous. It is more immediately dangerous. But to me, the right's hive mind is dangerous because it's complicit in all that. It allows it to happen. It nullifies the resistance to that. That's what it's, in my opinion. This is one guy's opinion on the internet. It's been used to nullify the resistance to the left hive mind. So that's where the danger exists. Hopefully, I butchered the point. Hopefully, it made sense at the end. Same energy. People don't realize they spawn conservative SJWs in response. Really? Conservative SJWs spawned ours. The ones that we're dealing with, the Bible Belt motherfuckers. And I believe in the Most High. But I don't believe in legislating my beliefs. It's not my job. Not my job to legislate beliefs. And yeah, he did put Prawn on his channel, and that caused some issues. Not supposed to do that. But if you notice this and who he's, and never mind. I've learned many things going to YouTube streets are clicks, and damn, I'm just a girl in this world trying to have fun. Or wasn't Prawn? Who would do that? Yeah, who would put Prawn on their channel? Well, it wasn't. I didn't actually see it. I don't know. I got knocked off. I was raised right. That lines up with whatever, and then great, but don't expect me to change. Hey, don't expect anyone to change. I think we need some pushback from the left. They're not even radical. They're not really providing pushback. To me, they're just providing dance steps. They're not providing pushback to the far left. They're just providing dance steps. They're just stepping in the name of love with the far left at this point. I think it was an effort last year to sabotage the right to protest. That's another thing. They have kind of sabotaged the right to protest, especially if you're on the right, right? Because they'll let them do whatever they want. And again, it's the division. I hope I'm making sense. I'm sure I'm not, because I listen back, and a lot of times I don't make sense. But you guys deal with me anyway. But yeah, this is I don't think they're really pushing back. I think they're just providing this fake pushback, and they never have a solution. And that's their job, is to get everybody's pissed at the far left. Everybody's pissed at this wokeness. Everybody's pissed at something, and they provide an outlet a faux outlet just for all those pissed people to make themselves seen, get on the FBI list, and provide no actual pushback. And yeah, the right to protest is going to be damaged. Not only did that damage it, the six did. It made and they're going to use that for the right to label you a terrorist because you think differently. And the people on the right who should oppose it, who should provide resistance, will only provide bluster. The problem is both sides are equally harming society. What we desperately need is reason and logic. Terrible idea, violent purity, spiraling, start on the right. Would you want it back? And true, but that's GOP politicians' fault. They're cowards. Yeah, and it's our fault for believing in these politicians. It's our fault. Small circle of high school weirdos here have decided a little show for BLM here. It was sad and silly. They were mocked as they should have been. Yeah, they probably should have been. And I think, man, Ripper's right. Ripper talks about decentralization and getting rid of the federal government. And also, Brexit happened into the States. And there are a lot of issues with that, tons of issues, tons of things that can and probably will go wrong when you start actually putting that into to law. But we're just seeing a federal government that's so wholly corrupt and disconnected from us that I don't think the GOP wants to fight back. That's my point. They're just acting like they do. They want you to vote for them so they can still have power. They only fight back enough that you don't totally reject it. And I'm not trying to black pill everybody for the GOP, but I that's how I feel. I don't think they provide anything. And the shit, we have this fucking this Democratic Party that's literally, I mean, all for every destructive element of society they can push. So, like, what do you do? I mean, I think we have to start at the local level. We have to provide more local pushback. I think we do have to protest more. If you're in an area where certain mandates or certain things that you rather not be are, you need to organize a protest. And you know what? The media is not going to back you. And even the alt media, I don't know if they will. They'll back you if they can get clout off of it. But I don't know if they'll really back anything. Too old for all this now, literally older than everyone here. Oh, I'm too old for this. I think we're all getting too old for this shit. We're all getting too old for this. See lots of rights out there wearing Antifa in the streets. Shit, you can't even type the word, can you? I've seen I don't know if you're trying to say riots or rights. But yeah, man, Antifa. Like that. And Antifa is just an idea. It's just something funded by globalists. I don't want to. I can't keep saying the brother's name, but it rhymes with what does his last name? What does GS's last name rhyme with? That's not obvious. There is no natural word it rhymes with. I'll just say Moros. Moros, not really Moros, but Moros. Jorge Moros. We'll go with that. And he's just a figurehead but he funds a lot of this shit. A lot of this shit is funded. It's a work. A lot of this shit is funded. I mean, we saw them with U-Hauls. We saw them even in the one video that I was showing of Reg's life. On parts of that video is them moving supplies around. This Antifa and the Bureau of Land Management burning up shit. It's all funded, man. It's not, and most of them they funneled them out of the Pacific Northwest because they're lawyers and mayors up there. They would, if you got arrested, they would let them off. And then they would funnel them to Kenosha, funnel them to Minneapolis, funnel them to wherever you need them to be. And because a lot of those people, they were fine, and they were all Portland, Oregon, Washington. And violent film likes Ripper. Cool. Alcohol's the answer. Lots and lots of alcohol. That's not the answer. You need your liver. Social justice and Antifa, all that stuff is distracting while they rob us and take away our rights one by one. That's where it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. And y'all probably, yeah, I don't think they provide nothing to the GOP. Still waiting for Brightest Day to figure out how to make Vigilante 24/7 Ripper stream. I don't know if Ripper knows me and 2-4 exist. Yeah, I'm a Rippertarian. I'm an unabashed Rippertarian. And even like I said, even the decentralization stuff, I'm pushing back. And part of me still wonders what the fuck happens if you know, Seattle, if what if California wants to invade Idaho? Like what happens then? But god damn it, we can't yet let this federal government even have the power it has. And depending on the voting and the GOP and all this shit, it ain't gonna work. Depending on the court system. Next question. Matthew Birkland, what do you think about if there are federal charges against Kyle? I hope there aren't. But again, the fact that the federal government exists and can potentially bring up charges is crazy. The government is the issue. The state is the issue. So, I'm not a lawyer. I hope Cosmic Fusion's right here. That double jeopardy still a thing. Can't be charged twice for the same crime. Yeah, Ouroboros. There we go. Ouroboros. Jorge Ouroboros. Oh man, I guess Twitch just kicked me off. Looks like I'm kicked off Twitch. I said something wrong. And they're federal, not local. Sorge Joros. There we go. Yeah, I know you had to misspell. But I just like that spelling, aunt, because they are kind of like bitches. That what is it? Liberals get the bike lock too. Goros. Shout out to Mortal Kombat. Goro, if there's plural, the Goros. Yeah, what happened? All the buses, all the U-Hauls, all the shit they use. Don't forget to look at the top of your chat window and change the tab from top chat to live chat. Yeah, you probably want to do that. So YouTube use that feature to hide comments. Yeah, I'll find comments like that. And you reminded me to. So thank you, anonymous assistant. Trying really hard. That's what she said. Tim Pool said Judiciary Committee wants DOJ to investigate Kyle for federal charges. They may not be able to bring him up, but the fact that they're looking, man. Same trick can be used for comments on the videos. Fizz Chozo can't stick around. I saw Nadia talk about Fed involvement. Wookie's got to support some other YouTube dingbats. I'll see you later. I'm probably going to get out of here in a second. I'm going to do my positive story. I know there's one story I did want to cover, and then I'll do that, then do a positive story and get out of here. I'm getting a bit tired. So later, Fizz. Peace, Fizz. Yeah, not a lawyer. You're just guessing. And this is, who knows? Who knows with Tim Pool? One freed man defending his home was worth more than 10 higher than Tifa. Let's see. True Dildo, got to cash in. Got to cash in. Listen, there's a lot of people who want to do that. I hope I didn't do that. I mean, I am advertising the video, but it's more like because I just didn't see my take out there that much. Everybody seemed to have a sided take, and I wanted to present a unsided take. Next time, like the next videos I advertise are going to be more fun. The next videos that we do, this channel's got to get a lot more fun, man. Because I'm becoming so black pilled on certain things that I start to become white pilled on life. It's like, yo, life is not about worrying about this shit. Life is not life is about trying to live. And sometimes that's the hardest shit on earth just because of how hard everything's being made by this crazy ass state in this wicked world. But I got to keep up with it to know what's going on, know what's happening, to try to prepare. But at the same time, it's so easy to black pill yourself. And one of my biggest personal issues is being so down. I don't even want to say depressed because vigilante and vigilante him. So, but being so down about some of this crazy shit that somebody brought up liquor. I've been drinking way too much. I've drunk more in the past 20 months than I probably have the whole rest of my life combined. And yeah, I'm a way bigger fan of Ad. I'm not even sub to Tim Pool. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to him. I'm sure I've pissed off a lot of creators. I'm not trying to talk shit about creators. I'm just being honest. Ain't nobody gonna listen to my shit. But I haven't I haven't been I unsubbed to Tim Pool when that whole thing went down. Way back when last year. And I'm a much bigger fan. I am still sub to Adam with the Crickler show. But yeah, that didn't sit right with me. And Violet Femme, just a moderate right winger. I'm like I said, I'm a Rippertarian, and I tend to be Carlinistic, which I got that word from oh my god, I can't forget. I don't want to forget the brother's name. He's a comic artist, Aaron Sparrow. He said he's a Carlinist when he was on Thinking Critical, and I've stolen that. Basically, being this is a big club and you ain't in it. So both parties, I don't believe either party gives a shit about us at all. The job is to make it seem like they do and fight each other. If you talk about where my beliefs align, it would probably be, like I said, libertarian, center right sort of beliefs. But fuck these parties. And yes, subscribe to Violet Femme. She's at 109 subs. Yeah, let's try to get her more. I wish you would have let me know before. Like, so there was a few more people in here, so we can get you some more subs. I won't ever get black pilled. I'm a fighter. Yeah, that's good. But I'm not I'm a God before country person. So I don't, if the country falls, it falls. Other countries are falling. So I do believe there will be there's always a way. There's always a way to live. That's why my focus is more on living. My focus, I can't. What's the serenity prayer? You gotta know the things, and I'm probably fucking it up. Control was it know the things that you can control. Know the things that you can't control, and praying for the wisdom to know the difference. Give me the strength to change the things I can, the knowledge or whatever to know to accept the things I can't change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Something along those lines. So I'm black pilled on politics, on news, but not on life. I honestly see a lot of positive of life, of my of the potential of life, of my own life. So that's like got me in a positive state. So I got to focus on that. And I want to add some more, positivity to this channel. It can't just be because if I cover a lot of stuff, all I am going to be is black pill. Yeah, and Central Dildo takes the clown pill. Oh, nom. Over this nonsense. Funny how people seeing, yeah, people will strike other people's pages. People have lost their pages. It's so crazy. Yeah, what the craziness going on is easy to black pill, but you have to step away, recharge, and enjoy life. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is absolutely the point. And this is what I want to add to the channel. This is what I add. I want to have some more brightness, some more positivity. Yeah, unsub from Pool. Yeah, I, I I really didn't like how that went down. That was really suspect. And yeah, this is Pop Culture Republic's absolutely right. Gotta uncharge and enjoy life. I was walking the other day. It was like the sun was out. It's autumn. Leaves on the trees. I'm like, man, life is still cool. Walking my little cute little dog. I have a job. You know what I mean? I can pay my bills. Knock on wood. Man, yeah, it's crazy shit going on, but I'm still able to wake up. I'm still blessed. I'm blessed as hell. I shouldn't say that. Not as hell. Jesus. Oh boy. I'm blessed. I feel blessed. Yeah, for real, Violet. I meant to tell you my first Twitter fight with Uche handled it pretty good, considering he's a Purdue grad. You got into a fight with Uche over what? Creators striking each other is the sort of things the system wants. They want us to eat each other. These civilized people eat each other. The first sign of trouble. Not a monster, just ahead of the curve. Pop Culture Republic doesn't think he ever sucked to Tim Pool. Never really watched enough of him. I see. One of the last things I did on my old Twitter account was get into an argument with Uche. I'm not gonna say anything. I was about to say something, but what are you guys fighting with Uche about? And sub, hey, we're getting some subs. That's a playlist, not my vids. So she doesn't do more content. Oh well, drop her link. I don't know how. Subbed. No need to sub to me. She doesn't make content. Oh no. Well, you're subbed anyway. Now you're unsubbed. Yeah, everyone's subbed. She's like, no. Sub to Rough Girl. please sub to Rough Girl. She does make content. We're just trying to be nice. Rough Girl, sub to her. Oh, you got subs. You should make content now. Make content. You should make content. Why not? Shout out to Rough Girl. Please sub to her. She does make content. We're gonna try to of course Violet Feminine make content. Ripper made me not just such a sensitive SKE. What's SKE? Oops, I moved the mic. Conservative. I'm gonna keep saying conservative. Ripper's he's the only content creator that matters, man. If you want logic, even if you don't agree with him, he'll still present his arguments in a way that makes sense. And I agree with 99% of what he says. It was 95. It's moved up to 99. It's moved up to 99. And the few things I don't, it's because I'm so black pilled on things. It's like I think like Rome is already fallen. We're just watching, the dust settle. I suspect he kind of realized that too. I'm seeing much suspect stuff is just lay on the cut and watch. That's all you can do. And yeah, always unplug and regenerate. That's why I kind of want to see Ghostbusters. I'm gonna try to see that this weekend sometime, because it's like, man, I need to just go and just do something fun. Ghostbusters look fun. I was very, I said my piece about not necessarily needing a new Ghostbusters, and I still feel like I didn't, but people seem to be positive about it. I need some fun. I need something to get away from all this shit. I'll go eat some popcorn, watch Ghostbusters. Even though I'm trying to lose weight. Is Ghostbusters on the streaming service, by the way? And yeah, good on you. Sensitive conservatives are cringy. Super cringy. Yes, rest in peace to Heath Ledger. Don't hang out with Olsen twins. Don't party with them. Where do I get that from my use? I need to use Ish, right? To get more subs. She got more subs than me, doesn't even make content. Aw. And yes, I will sub. There you go. The verdict. Oh, so you arguing with Uche with the verdict, but I like Uche, but he's extreme left when he's not being clueless. He's a funny guy. Hate me for that. No. You can like who you like. Nothing wrong with Uche. Uche is cool. And yeah, I Barricade Garage is another one. I steal some of his gimmicks. I'm the Sherry's Berries thing. Barricade Garage, little known fact. I hit him up when I had first started my channel. His channel only had like 20. No, it was just over 70 because it was jumping. And I used the one clip, and I still don't. I need to bring that clip up. I asked him, could I use the clip? Because I didn't know how that shit worked. He said, yeah. He was cool. He was cool. And a little email chain. He's a real cool dude, though. He's a real, and the shit he said, he's another one that talks with actual common sense. A lot of people just want you to get behind the right left narrative, and it's like, yo, it's deeper than that. And Wookiee supremacy is back. Excuse me, he's back from outer space. No idea what that is, though. You know about Barricade Garage? It's a great channel. Great channel. Can't say when I get more content. I'm always looking for subs. Oh, I lost 25%. Went from 4 to 3, so it wasn't much loss. Still 25%. It's the best stream going. Just saying. I wish. I hope. I do the best I can. And Rough Girl's confused on the pills. What was it? Red pill. It's just a bunch of phrases. Red pill is like you're aware of what's going on, but we see a lot of people call themselves red pill, maybe not so much. Blue pill is like you're just stuck in the matrix going on. Black pill is you're negative on everything. Everything sucks. White pill is positive on everything and having some optimism. Clown pill is just like, fuck it, everything's fucked. There's nothing we can do. Might as well laugh at it. So there we go. And check them out. I'll keep wanting to say DMT when I see this. This is literally the fall of Rome, just happening on a sped up time scale. Yeah, and we're witnessing it. Rome has fallen, and we're witnessing it. What now? We respect the law. We respect the law to fight in the courts. However, something must be done for the elite. When insisting on putting their thumb on the scale, Lady Justice carries a sword. I appreciate Blue-Eyed Ruth Korean, the based. I remember when he was just Ruth Korean, or just Ruth Korean in the Dix division. We actually already kind of talked, already over a lot of heavy stuff. I guess we're still talking about it, but I mean, hey, the reason Biden is in this thumbnail with Kyle Rittenhouse is because while this trial happened, 1/3 of the Build Back Better plan got passed, as I was corrected, because we got another $2 trillion on the way down the pack, and it was passed by the very same conservatives that we're supposed to vote for in the midterms and vote for in 2024. So while we got this virtue signal moral victory, it's not just, it ain't a moral victory for Rittenhouse. Shit, he gets justice. He's not in jail. But we got fucked in the grand scheme of things. So that's where I'm coming from with the what next thing. I appreciate Ruth Korean. It's a rare Ruth Korean appearance. So I always appreciate when he shows up. And no. Have you seen Hit Monkey on Hulu? I've not seen that. And yeah, better new Ghostbusters and Cowboy Bebop on Netflix. I saw that. And speaking of stuff, I kind of just want to shout out to Bounty in the comics. There's a few things I just saw and I thought differently of. What is going on with this thing? This Daniela Pineda and the Cowboy Bebop, Hollywood. I don't give a fuck what these celebrities have to say about the Rittenhouse thing, so I didn't talk about this. We'll talk about the Kennedy thing before we leave. And Reading Rainbow, I mean, shit. We exposed Reading Rainbow. This motherfucker LeVar Burton, he's talking all sorts of shit about Kyle Rittenhouse. He needs to check his books. Reading Rainbow basically tried to, allegedly, if what me and Mac showed on the Culture Crime Fires from months and months ago, they basically were trying to extort PBS for Reading Rainbow. So he's got some skeletons in his closet for him to be talking shit. But we'll talk about the Kennedy thing in a second. That's what we're going to end on. But you mentioned Cowboy Bebop, and I saw that on Bounty. And I got question marks. It's way better than Cowboy Bebop on Netflix. Who's seen the new Ghostbusters, and what do you think about it? Viva Frey just explained the red, blue, white, and black pills. There you go. Has anyone seen Cowboy? Not Cowboy Bebop. I'm not about to watch that shit. But has anyone seen the new Ghostbusters? What do you think? Enough black pilling. All right, we're trying to white pill. We'll listen to some music. I've been listening to a lot of music. We're trying to white pill. We got to be honest. I love Barricade. He's fucking awesome and shit. A beast. Isn't Scarlet Witch? Yes, she is related to those Olsen twins. And maybe the Scarlet Witch moniker is more accurate than we thought. Maybe it's more accurate than we thought. Yes, she is that type of Olsen, Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah, we're reaching that point. My anger is that weaponized government. Yeah, it is weaponized government. Talking about things to enjoy. Chalking out Shadow and Bone on Netflix. Looks like it'll be cool. Sky was here earlier. He's told me about was it Arcane? Somebody else, I think that was mentioned. Who was mentioning it on the MF? Or somebody mentioned Arcane. So that's something I kind of want to check out because people seem to be positive on that. Afterlife wasn't bad. One of the best movies of the year. This year's not saying much, but I'll take it. A bit intersectional. Overall, the funniest thing Hollywood has made in years. And the ending will hit you in the feels. Okay. It's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. And yes, the Matrix movie started the red and blue pill. The blue pill, you stayed in the Matrix. Red pill, you escape from the Matrix to see the world as it really is. And then black pills give up. I have lots of videos coming this week, and I knew it was Matrix related. Seems like people are putting a spin on it. And you know what? I'm glad you said that. This is proving a point I always say. Not everyone knows everything about everything. And there's always this assumption that everyone does. I'm like, no, everyone doesn't. There are so many people. There are literally millions and millions of people in this country who don't know what SJW means, don't know what cancel culture is. They have no clue. And we always forget that. We get so caught up in all this craziness. We forget there are millions of people who have no clue. Gomer Kyle with some heat. With some heat. He says Tatum and Lucas are grifters. Whoa. I don't watch enough of I'll be honest, don't watch enough of their content to judge either way. This purple pill is bullshit. Eminem told me to do purple pills when I was a kid. So blue and yellow purple pills. And the best, the clown pill. Session Dildo's always trying to push that clown pill. Yeah, the entire West is falling. It's getting dystopian. There are a lot of good points in the chat. That's why I stopped all the stuff I was covering because the chat was just so on fire. The green pill, I think that's the potheads. But people kind of people out of their bag, or that could be that's the new game. Is the kind of people out of their bag. Yes, 13 Republicans. Thought it was more than that because it wasn't because the first one passed through the Senate, right? And they got another one that's back out the House and into the Senate. You guys can correct me, but it was 13 just in the House, and I think more in the Senate. There had to be more in the Senate. Yeah, red, blue, black, and white. And correct me if I'm wrong, because I say a lot of wrong shit. You guys keep me on point. 30 pieces of silver is 30 pieces of silver. By the way, buy silver and gold now. And also buy medical supplies. If you want a currency that you didn't think was be a currency, ibuprofen, bullets. These things may become a currency. And if a shit hits the fan situation happens. And in this lifetime, it could. Violent film, I believe direction action at those who are actually involved, not the useful idiots who don't know any better, but the ones who actually facilitate it. Now is the time to find out who they are. I agree with this. I know we kind of know they're the globalists, but some names would be nice. Can't just blame everything on Source Joros. No one wins and everything's expensive. Nothing has to be. People are getting shammed and don't know it. Yeah. They're trying to tell people after fighting for 15, they're trying to tell people inflation's okay. I don't give a fuck about the fight for 15 anymore because I don't think that's going to be enough. I think inflation going to hit so hard. Oh my goodness. Hit Monkey is fucking dope, and I'm happy it's TVMA. That's something to check out there. Something to check out. Hey, Roof. Yeah, this is what we're trying to preach here over the Vigilante Williamson channel. Stop simping for politics. I'm about to do Cinch Dildo's favorite, the black girl clap, as he calls it. Stop simping for politicians, cons, or Dems. It's all the same shit. Stop simping for these politicians and stop simping for the ideologues too. Stop simping for people who are just trying to promote bullshit, who just want to trigger you into bullshit. Quite frankly, this channel may be shifting directions. I've always said, I'm getting away from politics, and it keeps bringing me back in. But I got to figure something else. I'm trying to shift directions anyway. That's why I did the little stepdad show the other day or the other week, talk about different things. Yeah, speaking my language. I think that's a part of it. Septicon. Been curious about Hit Monkey. May check that out. Yeah, I may check that out. As far as Kyle goes, everybody wants that GoFundMe money. Everybody, man, I saw not only GoFundMe money, I see people with their merchandise for Kyle Rittenhouse. That's what this really was about. That's what this was about for you. This wasn't about all that shit you was trying to sell. It's about you trying to sell some t-shirts, trying to sell some other shit. It's all this shit's ever about. It's just people trying to sell their shit off the backs of other people's work. Nothing new under the sun. Ghostbusters was amazing, says Bryce. They smile so much. I want to check it out. On the MFR, they were talking about some of the negative reviews, and it made me want to see it more. When the one girl said, this is it was like something about the science being too much. And it was clear. Somebody said, "Tell me you didn't see Ghostbusters without telling me you didn't see Ghostbusters." Might have been old JD. Shout out to JD. But they basically said it's a science fiction comedy. I'm like, that's what the original was. It was a science fiction horror comedy. And I'm of the opinion we didn't need more Ghostbusters. I don't want a Wayne's World 3. I don't want an Austin Powers 4. I don't necessarily need sequels for the sake of sequels. I don't need a modern version of everything. But like I said, to just decompress, I'm probably going to check out Ghostbusters. Hey, Roof Korean. I wonder, is it on a streaming service by chance? Because that would be the easiest thing. I don't mind going to the theater, but I do kind of mind. If you want white pill, hit Salty Cracker. Well, I mean, he's white and maybe on pills. I don't know. Arcane was cool since Pop Culture Republic. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that. I'm an animation guy a little bit more anyway, even though not anime per se, but animation. The gaslighting parents about Christmas toys, screw those toys. Yeah, man. Now's not the season. I would love to be in Walmart Black Friday, see the fights. Somebody who's worked at retail Black Friday, not Walmart. I used to work at Old Meyer for those in the Midwest. Um, yeah, that's no fun. That's no fun for the people, the hard working motherfuckers working retail. Good luck and Godspeed to you people. But I mean that when I was working, this is before the days that Cyber Monday was really. I mean, Cyber Monday was definitely around, but it wasn't like Amazon was definitely around. In fact, Amazon had better deals back then. Um, and I was getting big, but it was still a lot of people going out. Still, and Hollywood's gotten so bad, we have a real low bar on good movies. Haven't seen Ghostbusters? Yeah, heard it's good, has flaws, great surprise at the end. I'm willing to check it out. I'm willing to check it out, man. I do want to check it out. Happily unsubscribing to all knowledge this year. Oh boy. Can't stand those thin blue line. Man, that thin blue line shit's the biggest work. The biggest. You guys have a lot to say. I'm just talking to you guys. Once we're done at the end of the chat, nothing to do. Talk to you. Then we'll talk a little bit about Kathleen Kennedy, do a positive story, and then hit the hay. I'm starting to fade. Actually woke up early today. I don't know how. I would like to recommend the Foundation TV show after 3 episodes of it. I gave up. It's straight too far from the books I read. Best to pick up the books if you never read them. I didn't have high hopes for Foundation. Everybody who was into sci-fi, kind of a few people in the chat, Cinch and Dildo, and I think maybe even Cosmic Fusion or others, didn't have much positive to say about what they saw. So yeah. Good luck getting my bag. For y'all buying a new TV. I have no need for a new TV. 13 hours past the first one. I thought it was more than I know it was 13 in the House, but I thought more in the Senate passed it. Blue pill, lies to conform reality. Red pill, truth despite the lies. Black pill, the reality of how things turn out. White pill, and a pill that the higher power will see it through. It's a different interpretation. And maybe the interpretation I prefer. Maybe a interpretation I prefer. Because despite the black pilling, I am a little bit more white pill, especially with that interpretation. But some of the Samsung's newest TV has commercials built into it. Oh boy, silver coins. This is why you should buy silver. At some point, silver is finite, and it is not easy to mine, and it's not even exclusively mine. It's completely its price is still so underpriced for how valuable it is and how much silver there actually is. Plus, not only is silver finite, it is used in so much technology that they say there's like a couple ounces of silver. I don't know how much silver is in your average TV, but like buy silver. That's something I would invest in. I didn't think you would still be able to now, but you are. So I would still do it if you could. It's something. It's definitely something to get. If you live somewhere, dig a well. Might not be a bad idea. Bongs up for Vigilante Williamson. Shout out to the green pill. Shout out to the green pill. Buy real silver and gold. I don't know what is Shapiro. Go to Birch Gold. I don't know what that shit is. Go to JM Bullion. Go to SD Bullion. There's Money Metals. There's local coin shops. Some of you coin dealers may be able to get. Some of you guys are probably in areas where coin dealers can give you an equivalent deal, or even sometimes a better deal than you can get on the internet. I would definitely silver, gold, palladium, platinum. If you're into the metals, definitely get your hands on some of that. I'm starting to worry about Bitcoin. I was willing to go. I got some money in, and I say Bitcoin, I should just say crypto as a concept. I got some money in crypto, and I was willing to go even heavier. But I'm starting to. I'm gonna still put some money towards crypto, but the mattress is not a bad idea because the bank system is gonna fail, and that's gonna suck. Stock up on everything you can. And yes, I have very much noticed this is somebody who does a lot of music, and not a lot of that software is going this way. They don't want you to own your software. Everything's a subscription. Everything's a subscription. You can't true ownership. You'll own nothing and like it. You own nothing and like it. And when bread costs $1,000, it'll be too late, and that is coming. That is coming. And truth, he said it's been too late since the 90s. I hope you know what, you probably were right. You're probably right. And boycotting is the only superpower we have. But even that, there's a lot of shadow money and a lot of unfortunately taxpayer money that gets pushed to a lot of brands we boycott. But it will hurt some people because not everybody's getting that money. Only one I sent for is Ron DeSantis, Florida Gov. He's fighting back. Hey, I mean, listen, I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of things he's done. Him and what's the guy in Texas? I don't necessarily disagree with some of the stuff, but again, I just I don't know everything about him either. So if there's negative, if there's a bunch of negative shit I should know, I don't know. But at the same time, I just in general, even if you see things you like, you can still back, but just be cautious. Be cautious on who you back, regardless. Even if they do things that are in line, remember they're your public servant. And I mean, maybe you're not in Florida, but they're public service. They work for you. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm going with that 24/7 channels of rain. I love those channels. Raindrops or different channels where like it's raining and lo-fi music. Or I've been watching, you know what I've been watching? A lot of like PlayStation games and Sega games stream. I'm not sure if they're AI streamed or just playback of somebody's previous stream, but I've been watching just a lot of just random streams like that, just to chill out to. To chill out to. Unearned gravitas. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, it might have been too late when we were born. A lot of us, despite your age, you can say, "Oh, I'm 100." Like that's probably still too late. Once the Fed started, it was in 1913. That was the end. Once the apparently the Titanic didn't Titanic itself. I still have not researched it, but I believe him. Ruben Christopher Haynes last week said the Titanic was a work because there were powerful people on that boat. Which so take that what you will, but it's probably been too late for a while. And Jake D was the one who said that. Look at me, remember stuff. If the widows have a problem with it, it's good. Yeah, I'm positive on it. I do want to see. I do want to see. I'm again mixed because I don't think we needed another Ghostbusters. I really don't, and I really wish Hollywood would make new stuff. But in this day and age, it might be the best movie of the year. He's about to get used to it when he finally decides to give speeches. I wonder how his life is gonna work. I wonder what he's gonna do with the rest of his life. So I could form an argument that uh that we had until the will to fix it. I'm not sure what that means. The rule of thumb. Dan Aykroyd always called it a horror flick. It was definitely, I would say, um a sci-fi comedy horror or horror comedy, and it wasn't like necessarily scary, but it was a lot of horrific imagery. You know what I mean? And no streaming sequels. I haven't seen. Yeah, I didn't see Bill and Ted 3 for the same reason because I didn't see Bill and Ted 3 because it's like, okay, I didn't hear anyone say too much negative. I didn't hear anyone say it disrespected the legacy. That's good. I don't want a legacy disrespected, but I also don't need to revisit this world. I don't need to be back in this world. I'm cool enjoying it in its original context. Same with Ghostbusters. I didn't need to go back to the Ghostbusters world. I'm glad this is better than 2016, but I didn't need to go back. But at the same time, I want something to watch, and I went to go see Shang-Chi, knowing that was shitty, so I could go see Ghostbusters. Salty White Pill. I don't watch as much Salty as I used to. He's one of those guys that the shadow ban kind of work, where they shadow ban and is out of sight, out of mind. I should probably try resub and try to watch more of his content. They do remakes because they have no creative talent. Only the less woke directors. Yeah, they really don't. There's no creative talent. One thing I wanted to bring up, if I were to able to make the MFer, there's an interesting potential talent influx from wrestling of all places. Over the past year, WWE has let go an entire roster worth of wrestlers, literally almost 100 people, 100 people, and these are people that they, whether they meant to or not, have trained to act, trained to write, trained to direct, and trained to produce. And some of them already are in Hollywood. Bray Wyatt, aka Wyndham Rotunda, he got released, and instead of going to wrestle, he went to Hollywood. He had that Fiend character. He's going to start making horror movies. And I'm like, and there's this other guy who wasn't that high on the totem pole. I barely remember. I remember more at TNA. It was Rockstar Spud, but Drake Maverick, he had this great, really cinematic video about how he was sad about him getting fired, but this other version of him talking himself up, saying you did everything you wanted to do, his dream's not over. And it was very cinematic and very well shot and well acted. And I'm like, these motherfuckers, there's a potential talent influx. And a lot of these people also, because WWE worked with a Full Sail College, a lot of these people just went to the school and learned these skills directly. So there are now a good 100+ people who all have a leg up, in getting their voice heard because of their connection with WWE, who all have the skill set. Don't know what they're going to do with the skill set. A lot of them are going to continue to wrestle, but a lot of them aren't, and a lot of them are going to go into Hollywood. So it's interesting to see how many of these people, and not just as actors, as writers, as creatives. So it's interesting to see if that's going to make an impact or not, because rather he knows that Vince McMahon is training a lot of potential Hollywood professionals, because they have to write their promos. And yes, there's usually writers with them, but they work with those writers. And in fact, the reason Bray Wyatt got into Hollywood is his relationship with the writers that, they've hired. They work with the writers. They come up with promos. They come up with sometimes weeks of a plot line. They've gotten to film a lot of stuff on their own phones and on their own equipment with the pandemic. So now there's like 100+ people. Yeah, it sucks they lost their jobs, but now they're Hollywood professionals if they want to be, and they have a leg up on everyone else because of the clout that comes with WWE. So I think it may mean nothing. It may have no impact at all. But there's this potential for all those people to release. They go into Hollywood to accidentally be allowed to impact things. And Salty is anti-black pill. And Rough Girl says, nope, not leaving my house. Uh-oh. Have a bunch of creative talent, but they fired it all, hired a bunch of activists in the writer rooms. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Fry's Electronics, I remember them. You guys remember Media Play? Speaking of old electronics companies, they had crazy. If you're in Michigan, ABC Warehouse, they used to be the best for the Black Friday sales. That's true. Not sure what's true, but I believe you. Then there's the TTIE checkbox list awards for now. What's TTIE? Smart me up. I'm a boomer, don't know anything. Salty is more of a hero dropping truth bombs, not a simp dude. Open my eyes, last May more. Salty's pretty good from what I've seen. It's been a while. Like I said, he got shadow banned and out of sight, out of minded. But I have no qualms with Salty. He's listen, compared to all the other people I made fun of, Salty Cracker is way better than I'll just say it, better than Shapiro, better than Poole. Way better. Worlds better. Worlds better. And yeah, I noticed 13 too. They do love that number. So yeah, they have a commercial that's built in you can't get rid of. I believe that. I thought this. I knew you. That's what you meant. Let's see. It was terrible, but I was expecting it. Wait, what was terrible? Let me see. Oh, Foundation. Yeah, it was terrible. It was where I was expecting it to be, but I was hoping for better. I see. Heard the White Pill was keeping up hope and continuing to fight. That's what I felt Salty's about. I see. Sup, Dildo? Sup, Zax? Sup, Zax? Where do I get silver? Like I said, JM Bullion, SD Bullion. There's a few other sites. Check out what's the guy? Oh no, Arcadia Economics. Check out Silver Dragons. Check out Silver 5150. There's a bunch of silver channels that'll tell you about the money the not the what they call them. precious metals, and there's a bunch of different channels on that. Tried to buy silver, but you have a crap ton of it. We gave up. It. I don't have that much, but I know if you start to get a lot of it, it can take up a lot of space. Hell, my hot tub does work when they start rationing water. I'll be good. That's crazy. It is gonna get there. We're not doing crypto. Yeah, I was putting in the crypto. Now I'm starting to ease off. Cautiously optimistic, but it was a real disappointment. A lot of money spent on the dumpster fire. We talked yesterday about this Hollywood budget shit. That's just a complete work. So that Essential Dildo is right. Hashtag Essential Dildo is right. It's all money laundering. The whole fucking thing. And Brightest Days Vid should be here in a few minutes. Almost like a pizza. I work at a retirement condo complex, and these new TVs default to 20 different streaming services that confuse the elderly as opposed to actual HDMIs. They don't have HDMIs? HDMI is old fashioned already. Screw coins, get ingots. Don't pay for some dipshit print. Yeah, you can get bars too. Coins, bars. I got a mix of both. I got the thing with you said ingots, because it depends on if you get 5-ounce bars or 10-ounce bars, you get more for your money. Man, I kind of feel this way too. I think cryptos are being funneled. Like, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced cryptos want the elite want complete control over money. I do too. I definitely think they want to establish their own cryptos. They don't want you to own anything. That's not Zach Stones. We're not going to encourage any of that. For silver, local coin shops. There you go. Give money to local business. Ask them how much above spot do they charge for coins. Yeah, spot prices. I should probably have broken this down a lot better. Thank you, Pop Culture Republic, for bringing this down. Some places charge $4 to $10 above spot, and so there's a spot price on silver. If silver is such and such per ounce, that's the spot, and then there's a premium that different places charge, and you can sometimes get a better one locally than you can online, depending on your local coin shop. If you can get some right now, the old heads remember when a couple dollars over spot was a ripoff. If you can get something $4 over spot, I would take it. I would take it because the premiums have gone up even since I've been paying attention to it. If boycotts work, Hollywood wouldn't still exist. There's something to that. As we said, listen, yesterday, check out yesterday's episode. We're talking about Bohemian Rhapsody, a movie that costs about $50 million to make, made about 900 some odd million, and somehow ended up with the budget being in the red by about 50 million. So if that movie should have profited as in the same realm of Joker. It should have been incredibly profitable, but somehow is in the red, has somehow lost 50 million despite the box office and budget. Something that doesn't add up, because Hollywood that's why they're able to do everything they do. It should be more. It's actually more nefarious. That means every bit of entertainment that you've gotten was not gotten because they thought it would make them money. They put it out there for a reason outside of money. They've already decided who's going to be a star. They've already decided which movies are going to be successful, and they've already decided which movies are going to be failures. That's all a work too. I know I'm losing people with that, but at the end of the day, the money doesn't matter because it's all funny money math. Somehow Wonder Woman 84 is a $200 million movie. This is money laundering. This is fuckery with money. That shit ain't real. Money ain't real as is. Boycotting is getting tainted. I do think, for our own peace of mind, we should probably boycott Hollywood because they ain't got shit for us. They ain't got shit for us, but more societal engineering. Hell, they got us here with societal engineering. We are societal engineered individuals. Every one of us in this chat, myself included. They can't control cash. Ones and zeros, on the other hand, yeah. And they don't even want you to get cash. You know what? Regular coins and cash may be something to hold on to as well. Make sure you have some physical cash. Make sure you have some physical cash. Leaving California for Florida, good job. Good job. I'm probably leaving the Carolinas. I was sold on Texas and I still am, but there's a part of me, even though I know it's a shithole, I wants to go back home. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm from Michigan. I'm from the Detroit area. Part of me, those cheap ass houses. I know. I know. I'm gonna have to be like Kyle Rittenhouse at my house every day. I know. It's cheap. Oh yeah. Speaking of grifting, make sure you tip Vigilante Williamson. Buy Sherry's Berries. Yeah, the ones and zeros make me nervous. That really makes me nervous. Crypto makes me nervous. I would say, there's money to be made in it. Invest cautiously. Invest cautiously. It's listen, if you're going to invest in the stock market, you can invest in crypto because that's just its fate. So you might as well. You might as well. But I wouldn't put all my hopes in it. Yeah, go watch Bob Ross streams to chill out. That's something to do. Still play Connect games. Shout out to Connect. Nothing wrong with reminding every politician there's a sword of Damocles above their head. I'm 100% with this. Every politician needs to know that. And I think that too many. Listen, I don't mind you putting pressure on these Democrats. They're idiots. But make sure you put pressure on Republicans. You should probably be putting more pressure on the Republicans because they're the ones supposedly representing you. Yeah, the ones and the zeros. Back to what Zax and Cosmic and Ascension and a lot of people are saying. Lo-fi channels are really cool. You found one of this Cowboy Bebop thing. Usually they had that one girl studying. Lo-fi channels are dope. But a lot of lo-fi channels will play the same music. Like I watched 3 or 4 different channels. They all playing the same music. That makes me upset. Should Zax. And you're not wrong that money's been ones and zeros for a while since banks went digital. Should try to get all your money out of the bank account at once. See what happens. The Titanic most likely wasn't Titanic. Most likely it was the Britannia. You guys are smarting me up to all sorts of shit. Speaking of which, Britannia is a silver coin you can grab too. Gonna sign off soon. Got to get a few hours of Far Cry 6 in. That's dope. Enjoy your Far Cry 6. What do you think of Far Cry 6? What do you think of Far Cry? I know it just came out. What are your thoughts? By BD. Oh no, it's not by. It's a Brightest Day. Gave up on Far Cry after 4, but I still play 2 from time to time. There's a trick to get cheaper Game Pass all over Reddit. Don't know if it still works, but it worked when I did it. There you go. Kyle needs to sue everybody. Oh, yeah, he should. If there is a positive fallout, I want to see what happens to MSNBC and some of these media outlets. So he will make the talk circuit? I see. If he's going to go on these conservatives, I agree. He better charge $100K a pop. Don't make these conservatives rich. You're the draw. Listen, if Kyle Rittenhouse, if he ever saw this, he probably say, "Fuck you, Vigilante, for all the shit you said about me." But I'll tell you this: as a businessman, you better not. Don't go to Tim Pool's show. Don't go to nobody's show without a check. Fuck them. They're not gonna. Don't let them make money off of you. Don't let any of these people. I see motherfuckers selling shirts. You better get a check from these motherfuckers. All these people making money off your name. Fuck that. You better get a check. A check. Big time, all of it. And then, well, Kyle Rittenhouse wanted a check. Yes, he did. Because you were going to make money off of him. He deserves a check from you. The fuck out of here. You better get this money. While you can. Shit. Trinoculous P says, I evaluate politicians by the actions. They want to fight their own party, push what their voters want. I tend to trust them. Hey, if they do that and you want to trust them, no problem with that. I tend to have a cautious optimism or cautious pessimism towards all of them and believe none of them. But yeah, I'm with Violet Film. He better tax these motherfuckers. A lot of people made a lot of money off Kyle Rittenhouse. He needs to get some of that back. He might be. Once these lawsuits go through, MSM, They might make. Remember that one kid that sued? He got a lot of money. He got a lot of money. So the lawsuits, yeah, maybe that's what he does. Just sues everyone, buys an island, chills out. Bill and Ted 3 was pretty weak. That's what I thought. You guys talking about Game Pass? That's what I thought. Without seeing, I'm like, I just don't want to see it. I was gonna get the 9. You guys talking about the Game Pass? Is the 9.99 the cheaper one? I haven't had Game Pass in a while. Bill and Ted 3 was garbage. It reminded me of Jay and Soylent Bob too. Gonna kind of like Bill and Ted 3. Some people liked it. Nobody really hated. I mean, you guys are saying it's garbage, but I just thought it looked like a nothing burger of a movie. The trailer seemed weak. Hope so. We need some money on our side. $1 million ain't gonna do it. Shit, what's his name? Your Orange Man was a billionaire. They ain't do anything. It wasn't terrible, but it was stoppable. It looked skippable. Yeah, that's what you meant. That's what it looked. It looked very skippable. There is a lot of talent, but the bean counters don't want to give him a chance. It's true. Bryce Day, you got to work tomorrow. You and your better digital half should join the stream. There you go. Yeah, 700K. Shadow Band ain't shit. Salty Armies everywhere. Thank you for this. Shout out to Salty Cracker. It's a small channel that you've never heard of, Salty Cracker. We got his mods. We do have if I added the channels that follow me and that they mod for, I would have 1 million subs between Salty and Nerdrotic because his mods will show up here. And sometimes Nerdrotic will show up in the chat. If I haven't pissed him off, who knows how many people I've pissed off? I don't know. I think some people manually unsub when they saw the thumbnail and said, fuck this guy. Fuck this N-word. I'm out of here. I didn't think so. I'll catch you someday when it's free streaming someplace like Netflix, Amazon. Not playing $30 for a so-so movie, yeah. Already gotta go. Gonna leave it running in mute. No worries. I appreciate the watch time. F movies and S flicks, just saying. Don't go to jail, kids. Later, Anonymous. Paying $30 stream movies insane. Yeah, I'm not paying $30 to watch a movie. Ever. Drunk is gonna talk about Gina's new movie. Shameless plug. He has more subs than me. It said rebranding. So there's already subs. So please sub to Cosmic Fusion. 200 for 3 years of Ultimate. So he wants to be a nurse. I'm more leery of all those chasing his money, all the politicians trying to whisk him to Washington and intern. If I were him, I'd recross through the U.S. border and start over. Oh, shit. Kyle Rodriguez. He get more benefits. He'll get more benefits than we will doing that. No real creative talent in Hollywood at all. Seen better fan films on YouTube. That Dust channel does make excellent sci-fi shorts. Check out Dust if you haven't. It's incredible. My granddad put me up on that. Incredible stuff. Yeah, Art Van. Shout out to Art Van. You know about Michigan. You know about Art Van. Fucking ABC Warehouse. The TTIE list was the list of checkboxes that Gary covered a while back. Oh, I know what you're talking about. They have to have enough check boxes to be nominated. Thank you for correcting me. So that's the Oscar list, the check boxes. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I did not know it was called TTIE, but Jesus, who cares about the Oscars? Just like SNL. You guys mentioned Pete Davidson. Like, no one knows who he is. Pete Davidson. No one knows who SNL. Nobody knows who these people are. A lot of black women don't know that. All that popping off about the backfire big time. A black woman said it. Don't get mad at me. They all have to find out. They're gonna find out. It's gonna be rough. I feel for my sisters who don't know what's about to happen, especially to them, because they done pissed a lot of brothers off. And so when the shit hits the fan, not unfortunately they'll talk about black women being protected, but I'm gonna protect my sister. I'm gonna protect my mom. Rest of you motherfuckers, good luck and Godspeed. It is a great deal. Yeah, you said 200 for 3 years. That's like for forever. So yeah, it is a dope deal if you can find it. This is what I would do. If I was Kyle, I'd go quiet, get the lawyers out, sue everybody, lay in the cut, and say fuck off to everybody trying to cash in. That's the one thing about the talk circuit. I almost wouldn't do it. Fuck them. Fuck you hoes. But you have to buy a crap ton. Sorry. Truth. 50-cent pieces worth about those are old 50-cent pieces. They call it constitutional silver. That's anything over what was it 60 something? What it had a certain percentage of silver. I mean, yeah, you can definitely have. There are a lot of people with over 1,000 worth. I've been modding Salty for a couple years ago. Now he gets crazy, but he's a good guy. He is a good guy. He's a really good guy. Ideal now, if you buy a little now, it'll be worth a lot later. Yeah, invest in a lot of things. Diversify your funds, motherfucker. Yeah, so I wasn't talking about Hollywood. Plenty of good entertainment outside of it. I need to find more of the good entertainment outside of it. Your last percent of a silver coin. I think it's 60 or 70%. Yeah, tech doesn't just confuse the old people. I feel old as fuck. I'm confused half the damn time. Yep, plenty of good entertainment elsewhere. Try paying your plumber with a non-tangible currency and your toilet will stay broken. You got probably a better chance paying him with silver than you do some crypto or some shit. But listen, and shit. When the shit hits the fan, you'll be paying your fucking plumber in ibuprofen and baked goods and shit. Because the money system's gonna fall. Yep, you're right. They're trying to omit the process. Individuals using outside television sources. Disney's been losing money. The investors are pissed. In fact, I could. There's a lot I want to see you guys because you guys had the best comments. But I do want to cover it. I'll transition about Disney's losing money because that's why I think this bitch will play the part of the intro because we don't want to get any trouble with WWE.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy.
No chance, so that's what you got.
This demon here, I think they're finally starting to attack her. They gave her a new contract. They gave this idiot a new contract. But like, too many people are losing too much money with this bitch. And they're woke all they want. But when actual people are losing money, because yes, a lot of this shit is shadow funded. A lot of this shit's unfortunately funded by our great grandfather or great grandkids through our taxpayer dollars. But there are also investors who are on the hook for this shit. And those are the people that are starting to say, you know what? Fuck this bitch. It's not the movies, by the way. It's not the movies that piss people off. They did. It was the parks. That fucking Galaxy's Edge, that was such a massive like loss of potential profits and no small part due to Kathleen Kennedy's interference. So as a result, finally, there are people, this is a former Hollywood Reporter editor, but there's finally starting to be people in Hollywood talking shit. Even the Hollywood Reporter or Deadline earlier in the year started to talk shit about Kathleen Kennedy. And I know they covered it. The guys covered it on the MF yesterday. Even if I'm not on the show, I feel like it's a lead into this show. But it talks about her history of botched productions. That's another thing. With the movies, how many times with the reshoots, rehiring directors, all this shit costs money. She spent them a lot of money. She profited off the first one, but everything else was either break even. Well, the first two. Even Rogue One. But Solo lost money. The Ash Jedi broke even at best. And Galaxy's Edge was a failure. And that's the real big one. It was a massive failure. And so they're starting to, we got to deal with this dummy for another 3 years. But the cracks have started. Maybe you won't be called a bigot for not liking everything Kathleen Kennedy does because that Disney funny money maybe doesn't go out to defend Kathleen Kennedy quite as much. she is back though, and there's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, Disney losing money. I think that's why you're starting to see a little bit more negativity regarding Kathleen Kennedy, and I hope it continues. I really don't like this bitch. It just doesn't win anything. We don't win the culture war. Ever since you did on the chat, we won the culture war. Everybody is all over. Like nobody wins anything if she's gone. Hollywood is still going to be shitty if she's gone. It's not going to impact anything. But to see her get shit on a little bit by members of the media, I hope that continues. You can't stop. You know, there's certain things you have to accept. You can't stop a evil demon like this. You can't stop the evil empire from being evil empire, but you can laugh at them when they get laughed at. Fuck them. Fuck Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. Yeah. So fuck her. Disney's losing money. I hope they continue to lose money. Fuck you, Disney. I guess that's me covering it. It's not really much to say. It's just somebody talking shit about Kathleen Kennedy from a group. All he said was a lot of the same things we've said. But it's just interesting who it's coming from. And I think we'll see more of that in her. What will probably be her last contract because she is older as well. She'll be in her 70s by the end of this contract. It says, not going to have to educate you on silver because I'm not a good negotiator, never have been. I'm going to find other channels that can educate you better than I can because I don't want to lead you astray. And there are other channels that educated me, and you should probably learn more from the experts, not my fat ass. There's a pretty funny meme of Rittenhouse going around. How would you feel if your future relied on a group of boomers knowing how to use a 4K TV? Fuck. No, the TVs have HDMIs, but you have to navigate through a bazillion apps to get to the inputs. Always already confuse the elderly as opposed to defaulting to the last input. That shit would confuse me. Nice Dwit. I can't even say it. We did the OT in 5 minutes with sock puppets in high school. Way better than the sequel trilogy. A 5-minute sock puppet version of the original trilogy is better than everything in the sequel trilogy. I was told to hold on electronics, everything, because it's going to fetch a good price. The prices of basic issues are necessary. Yeah, because there's silver in the electronics. Jokes on Hollywood, I'll stole all this shit anyway. There you go. Look at it this way. We save our money by not giving it to the people who hate us. There's that. And funding the people that don't hate us. That's also a huge thing. Believe that, Zach. I do believe that. Yeah, that puppet show was much better than what we got from Disney. More coming to Texas. Maybe me too. Hell yeah, I'm stuck, but it's okay. Oh, you were born in Detroit. It always comes back to Detroit. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, it always comes back to Detroit. I did not used to hang with Kid Rock. I wish. And why does everyone think Detroit? This is what we were talking about. Even though, you know, I still love my city. Still love my city. Mice to Dixon, Tennessee. Rent your room. There you go. But people, Detroit's Detroit. I still love the city. As crazy as it is. Still love it. I might be back there. But I mean, the smart decision is to go to Texas, as I was stuffed up. Smart decision is to go to Texas. But the heart decision, go back home. Heard from some Floridians that the housing market is out of control there these days. It was out of control even before all this crazy shit. I visited Texas, because my brother's in Texas, and I'm going to visit again. I'm going to visit both places next year before I make a decision and see how I feel. He said, if you do buy crypto, stay out of the codes. The meme coin, the Doge, the meme coins. Y'all stay away from that. More guillotines. I don't know about that. I just want to do the clapping. Love the game. So, okay, you're a fan of Far Cry then. I know it was earlier in the show. You're a fan of Far Cry. Watch it and check out the State of the World after Black Friday when parents sober up. Preach money. So I'm trying to sue anyone that even looks at the name rough. There you go. Trying to get this money. Politicians should have actual swords hanging above their heads. Not wrong. Sandman. Sandman might be in the same boat as Travis Scott's. Everybody suing Travis. Or it's the opposite boat, really. Travis should get sued. Comedy on the Federal Reserve after this. I doubt they'll let him do that. Oh, that's the guy's name. Nick Sandman. That's the kid. His name was Sandman. What the fuck? Your name was Nick. That ain't no real name. Why really said name Nick Sandman? It's not like a fucking fake. That just proved we in a goddamn comic book. Nick Sandman. Maybe he's the MC, main character. You know, my real name, Nick Sandman. I ain't just so appear in the wild. He should sue Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Or a 7-foot black dude walking behind him with a sword. Why you gotta be a black dude? Bigot. You bigot. I don't honestly see why I had to pay for a yearly Game Pass for games that aren't even out anymore on my Xbox. Oof. Real talk. And he said it twice. Bill de Blasio. Anytime I talk Salty's name, my comment doesn't show up. Oh man, the YouTube algo hates him. De Blasio was the New York guy, right? Howdy y'all. Howdy Dad Man Walking. Cosmic Fusion, Mac and I are taking a trip. Look at some property in the morning. There you go. Well, enjoy. I remember when Drunken Ryan crashed into your chat one night. Yeah. Yeah, they had. Well, I remember Ryan did drunk. It was months ago. You do realize that you had the N-word pass. Yeah, but I don't want to say it. You guys thinking you got the pass. I don't want to say it. It may slip, though. If it slips, it slips. Yeah, Dust is really good. Good indie stuff. And they have a whole platform. The fact that Dust exists, I'm surprised that more in the community don't push Dust. That's something we really should push. You want to see good sci-fi, check out Dust. I watch more YouTube than anything. Me too. They don't put all your data in the cloud. I wouldn't put much of it because the cloud is not reliable. You need physical stuff on your hard drives, on your physical media. Shameless self-plug, new thought-provoking video. Hey, no need to have shame. Plug yourself. Plug yourself to your heart's content. It's a free country. Price Day. And really, check out his video. Vince be baiting white dudes and say the N-words and demand reparations. No, I don't want to. I don't think I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna get a lot of white supremacists. Don't even let my devices sync with each other. You probably shouldn't. Don't let Alexa do anything. I saw somebody, they put Alexa into their electronic system. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. It's true though. I'm hiding out and being extremely nice. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. And I think you guys are catching up to me saying the tax. Yes, exactly. Or either the tax or the sue. Either way, that is what he should do. Exactly what he should do. Move to Tennessee. I'll rent you a room. You get a pass anyway. Hey, New Bomb Turk. Somebody asked about you. I think Gomer Kai asked about you. There's New Bomb Turk. Told you he's around. Salty got more charisma than Hollywood as a whole at this time. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Diversify your funds, motherfucker. Absolutely. Paying the plumber with your wife. No, I didn't say that. Other than ibuprofen. I don't know what I came up with your wife. Well, some people are paying the plumber with their wife. To lay pipe. Thumbs up. This bitch proceeds to pull up KK's picture. Absolutely. At least it sends them all a message. Yeah, it's something to be said. And we can boycott this shit. Does anybody want to see? Are you really rushing to see this bitch? Speaking of this bitch, are you really rushing to see anything this bitch has to produce? Her goofy ass smile. Fuck this bitch. She's the white face of woke supremacy. Fuck Kathleen Kennedy. Actually, no, I wouldn't suggest that. It seems terrible. Your price gouge. Let them lose money. Some of them are going to crash and burn. Some of them are going to crash and burn. Everybody ain't protected. You boycott some of these companies are going to feel it. But think about this. Gillette lost billions of dollars. They're still around. Yeah, why is every company losing money all at the same time? Sad part of her contract, 7 people didn't want her contract renewed. Said it's good. What? Said it's good her contract was renewed. Wasn't so bad for Lucasfilm. Could have been worse. What the fuck? And this is where the change begins, Fit. You were killing it in the chat. The culture war is over. We've won. This is the change. No, we don't win shit. I just listen. I want to see her fired for the lows. But there's nothing to be won or lost with her. It's that battle's already lost. Hollywood's already lost. It was all of it. The parks, the expanded universe, the movies, the pandering in China, the games, the retcons, the disrespect towards fans, the gaslighting. No, I was referring to what the rich folks care about. They don't care about the disrespect towards fans. They don't care about the gaslighting. They don't care about the retcons. They don't care about the pandering in China. Until now, they may care about it because China ain't with them no more. The games, even if they were shitty, a lot of them still made money. Even though, I mean, shit, they didn't care much about the games if they were willing to go with EA in the first place. So that tells you that. They didn't care about the movies until they started losing money. They care about money losses. I don't know if the game lost Disney money because Disney, if I remember correctly, got a huge fee up front and was just going to get a piece. But you guys can smart me up if I'm wrong about how that deal went down with EA and whatever the fuck that game was called. Games, I think it was multiples. But I believe you had to pay the licensing fee up front, and then they would take a little piece off each game. So they would let a little. I mean, yeah, you still want the piece of what you get off each game, but it wasn't. I don't think the piece was big enough for them to care. They cared more about the upfront license fee. And Dildo, you're not on Twitter. I don't think Dildo's on Twitter. Yeah, boycott still sending that message. I think there's something into boycotting. If nothing else, save your fucking money and use it for the things that you need. And I think some of these motherfuckers should feel it. Guys, we're winning the culture wars. This is the change we need. It's all over now, guys. We've won. It's all over. The culture war is over, guys. You guys, it's all over. Nah. All I would say is I called it. Cameron, and I'm not gonna call. I'm calling Doomcock. I still got respect for the brother. They were wrong. Yeah, they got it wrong. But I think they knew they were going to have it wrong a while ago. They knew what time was up. But I'll give them this. I do think it didn't come from nothing. I think there are definitely people who work behind Disney who want her gone. I definitely think there are people who work at Disney that want her gone. I know there are investors that want her gone. There are people who want her gone. And I think they got caught up in trying to get rid of her. And Doomcock and a lot of people caught wind of that. And that's what we got. And it all it did is cause actually a lot of division within the fandom. And it sucks to see. It really sucks to see. If rough girls go with y'all come out hiding now. It's all over. The war's over, guys. The war's over. Violent Film says, I'm totally in entertainment fatigue. I don't care about anything since 2020. I feel similar. I've been watching a lot of I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm not even watching most of the culture war stuff. I'm watching a lot of guitar stuff. I'm watching a lot of guitar stuff and buying pedals I don't need. And I suck at guitar. I'm trying to get better. One of these days I am going to play guitar. I'm just going to open up with some hardcore guitar action. Well, it won't be hardcore. It'll probably be a song. Yeah, they were wrong. But it is what it is. I really hate how everything turned out all the way around for them. And I mean, listen, there's nothing wrong with being a rumor channel and getting them wrong. But you would have missed DC tweeting about how he's been saying she would stay for months, acting like he didn't claim he was out for years straight. So again, nothing wrong with being a rumor channel, getting something wrong. And I got myself in enough hot water and shit. I think you can read between the lines of where I was going with what I said and highlighting that comment. Money doesn't matter. They're using movies only as propaganda. It'll pay off in the end when they think we're zombies. Fuck KK and Hollywood. Again, I wouldn't fuck KK, but I'm sure there's some simp that will. Hello, rough girl. Hello, newbound turn. Whew. Again, I'm gonna leave that alone. Leave that alone. LeBron. There are LeBron memes and Kyle. I know he said something. Didn't he talk shit about Kyle crying on the stand? An 18-year-old at this point, kid, 17 last year, 18 now, maybe 19. I don't know when his birthday is. But 18, 19-year-old kid with his whole life ahead of him, crying as compared to a 30-plus-year-old man and a goddamn, let's just be honest, organized booked sport, because all these sports is just like wrestling, completely pre-booked, crying like a little bitch that they picked him to win and that he won his title after all the shit that had to happen for him to win the title that was completely off the page. Guys getting suspended, guys hitting shots out of nowhere. It was fake. And this motherfucker was crying over that third title. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. I feel like Doomcock gets a lot of shit. And I feel like but man, oh man. I'm pausing and thinking what to say, because I don't want to be inauthentic to you guys. I like and respect Doomcock a lot. I don't think his rumors came from nothing. He always says every rumor is a rumor and to take it with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of what's being said here, though. I really don't. I don't want to be disrespectful to the brother. But man, there was because he had Doomcock's channel has so much more. Like Kathleen Kennedy rumors were definitely a part of it, but like his live streams are great. Hell, I said I want to play guitar on stream. Doing music on stream, that's stealing from him. Wearing a mask on stream, I'm stealing from him. Doomcock is definitely an influence on Vigilante Williamson. Make no doubt, make no mistake. But I mean, the rumor channel thing is going to get you in the shit. There's just no way around that. And he went with the rumor. And there's a lot of backlash for that, and some rightfully so. People are just going to be upset that you pushed, that they feel you sold them something. And they didn't get it. I don't look at him as like, I mean, him saying for months, him trying to act like he didn't help push the fact that she was gone. You don't want to necessarily see that. There's probably another way of saying like, hey, at a certain point I knew that it wasn't going to happen. And so when I realized that, I reported that. And he's not inaccurate. He did report when he started to hear a few months ago that it's probably not going to happen. He reported that too. But it is going to be a bad look. But I still respect him. I still respect him. I still like him. If he's lurking or this gets back to him and he hates me, hey, I'm trying to be as honest and fair and objective as I can be. It is what it is. It is what it is. Hail to the D. All love to Detroit. Great city on God's green earth. I don't care what nobody said. I was born on the farm, and on the farm I returned. I was born in Detroit, and I think I might return, even though it's stupid. It's cheap. Gotta run. Thanks for the subs and unsubs to my playlist. Have a great weekend. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for showing up, Violet Film. Hopefully you show up for future streams. He's lingering in one way or another. Uh-oh. Come to Texas, best barbecue. There you go. It's going to be between Texas and Michigan. I ultimately don't think it will be Texas. Because one thing is resale value. And if I buy a house in Michigan, I can't resell that shit. I can't resell that shit. I'll be able to resell one in Texas. And salute to Violet. And I keep wanting to call her Violent, because she's Violet. Awesome. Yeah, there's naked yoga. There's naked yoga. And they got rid of and yeah, okay, they've told you what happened to this poor soul. Wait down. We'll never hear from him again, ever. We'll never hear from him again. Lori said Kyle cannot sue people for defamation. He's forced to be a public figure and exempt from defamation. I feel like just some of the stuff still crossed the line. Even a public figure can still sue for libel. It's hard. Johnny Depp failed at it, but I think it's still something suitable. How long have we gone? We've gone almost 3 hours. Good Lord, guys. We'll see. We'll see. YouTube can suck a dick because black people scare politicians, bitch. Duh, they do. They do. Both sides, it looks like. The whole bag. They should have free Xbox for old games. Yeah. It's always the emulator route. Hell, Scott Jennings is Dick's Division. It's more Dick's Division. Love, yes, regularly back up your data. And I don't know whose channel it is, but sub to it. Oh, Alexa Law all over your house. Good luck and Godspeed then. The N-word, you mean Newcastle? No, we mean Ninja. Like, the blenders, Ninja blenders. What are you guys talking about? Oh, no, you got porn in your cloud. Good luck. Well, now everyone has porn in their cloud now, rough girl. We all do now. Oh, no. Nobody gets an N-word pass. Oh, my goodness. You guys are crazy. Don't like the word myself. Older black folks don't like young. Yeah, they don't. The old heads do not like it. They didn't like it when I was young. Youngster, why you using that language? Now I sound like fucking Kurt Lazarus. Just sound like Kurt Lazarus. I sound like I'm a black dude impersonating a white dude impersonating a black dude. For the laws. Passing through Charlotte. JD's passing through Charlotte too. I'm nervous about meeting people in public. Plus, I look so disgusted right now. I'm incredibly nervous about meeting people in public. And I'm like, man, JD's passing through. Now you say Jew, like I probably should. Got to get over my anxiety. I'm a cave troll. Boycotting is helpful, but not everyone needs to be focused on preempting any caused by corporations for bailouts. Every corporation be allowed to burn to the ground without the government's help. Absolutely. We got to listen, if the Republicans are supposed to do anything, it's about time they start listening to the goddamn people. I say put pressure on your local politicians to do their job. That's the best thing you can do. There needs to be more regular pressure. And I saw some of those Republicans that bent over to build back better. I don't think they bent over. I think that was what they were planning on doing in the first place. Bend over implies there was some unwillingness, and I don't think they were unwilling at all. But some of those Republicans are, I'm getting death threats. They're trying to use that. Those Republicans will put you on the fucking domestic terrorism list just as fast as the Democrats. That's why I said what I said about the blue hair leftists being closer to you than Ted Cruz. These Republicans do not love you. Only way to win a culture war: pick up a good book, check out an old TV show, or a movie you've never seen, or rewatch your favorite shows like Farscape, Babylon 5, or Stargate. The only way to win the culture war is to not play it. Not play the culture war. Yeah, a lot of people mad at Doom Cop. A lot of people mad at Doom Cop. Sucks. And I got the Vulcan sign from Gomer Kyle. Yeah, Disney didn't lose money, but EA lost a lot of money on those games. I think Disney was okay with how those games went because they got their money. But yeah, they did probably make it back in microtransactions. EA hasn't had a net loss. Yeah, Disney is too big to fail. U.S. government has been in bed with Disney since the beginning. The war was over before it began. The woke won, and there's not enough people left to fight. It will endless. They will endlessly continue to throw money at them. Well, if you're talking about entertainment, people can kind of tell something's up even if they don't know. They'll just not watch it. You know what I mean? The only real way we cannot win a culture war if you're trying to like get rid of the other quote unquote hashtag other side. We just need to create good shit. And like you said, just watch it. The only way to win this fight is to not fight. Not to not fight against, the old, they're still fucking up shit. You still gotta let you guys know. But it's to focus on what you like. You're not gonna get anything new that's good, but there's so much old stuff that maybe you didn't even see. I got stuff that I've never seen that I know that I'll enjoy. I may not have yet seen my favorite movie. So you gotta keep watching stuff. LOL dildo. Gotta duck out fun stream. I gotta duck out too. I've been going forever. Be glad you don't live in Memphis. Damn, 12 people in a week. What happened in Memphis? Let me know what happened in Memphis. Salute to pop culture. Gomer said, sorry I haven't been around. Hey, No problem, bro. No problem. You say you got depressed and tired, just lurking. Hey, we appreciate you lurking. I appreciate you lurking. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I get the depression thing. Happens to me all the time. This streaming a lot of times is therapy for it. But so thank you for being here at all, and I appreciate you being. Hopefully you come back around, even if you lurk. Keep lurking. Yeah, LeBron X, the hero we all deserve. Him reading the fucking Malcolm X. Him having a cover of Malcolm X biography on like a porno mag or some shit like that, or having a cover but having his phone in the middle with the Malcolm X cosplay. Lee Jong made fun of Kyle while Lee Jong. Yeah, he cried over. He's cried over so much stuff. Are you kidding me? Alt-right supreme leader. Who is the alt-right? Who is this alt-right? Yeah, yes, there's only one Jordan. It was a panic attack. That's how stupid he is. He's got to have a super team, fire coaches, get the fuck out of here. Ain't going that Doomcock. It just is what it is. Yeah, James has some really soft moments. He was kind of played and disrespected. And you know what? To some extent played itself, unfortunately. I hate to say that. That's probably the worst thing I said. But to some extent played itself. And just like, hey, I said some of the shit comes to territory. I put up a video with the thumbnail with the white OJ with Kyle Rittenhouse. There's going to be some people who don't watch the video, who just see what I said and just say that I'm wrong. And then without watching the video because they saw the thumbnail. And I ain't got to know that when I put up the thumbnail. And just like I had the other one says bad judgment. There are going to be people who don't watch the video, just thumb it down. I know that when I put it out there. I got to take whatever comes with it because I know something comes with it. I know there's a little heat with it. I know if you do certain things, you're going to get a certain reaction. So, you know, he's a big boy. I love Doomcock to pieces. He'll recover from this. He's got to take his lumps though. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with just taking your lumps, saying, you know what? I went with the rumor I went with. It didn't pan out. I also saw that it wasn't going to pan out and let you guys know about each ways. Apologize if anybody rolled with it. We're going to keep fighting the good fight for pop culture. Nothing wrong with a statement along those lines. Nothing wrong with that. And even without that, I still like Doomcock. Like I said, huge influence on my character, what I do. It sucks. It sucks. And like I said, everything sucks. I said this a couple weeks ago. It sucks that the community got fractured. A lot of shit just sucks. Like I said yesterday, he is too talented. He's so talented, man. He's so good at what he does. He's so good at what he does. I think he does the rumors. I think there's a lot of people in the industry who use Doomcock as their outlet. That's why we get what we get. It wouldn't shock me if there are people who like voice the frustrations they want to say to Doomcock that are higher up. And so when you are getting this, there's a tendency to want to run with it. And Jordan did not have a super team. He made Pippen. Pippen was great though. Pippen was a great player. Especially his first like 5 or 6 years. Pippen was incredible. But he did make Pippen better. He helped make Pippen better. Pippen never played as good as he did with Jordan. What's that 1 year? That 1 year without, he was still pretty good. But Pippen was a great player. He had a lot of injuries as time went on. And Pippen could be sensitive too. He could be a sensitive guy, as we see now, as he's come out and said everything under the sun, while his wife has fucked everyone under the sun. But yeah, he made Kerr better. Will Perdue. What you know about Will Perdue? He made Rodman better. I mean, Rodman went probably crazier, but they kind of allowed Rodman to go crazier because he would also go crazier on the court. And so it was like, listen, they came to understand it. Dennis is going to be Dennis. He's going to practice. He's going to practice hungover. He's going to give us all when the game starts. So we're just going to accept Dennis as Dennis. Instead of trying to control him, we're going to accept him, because as long as he works hard during those games and he goes balls to the wall during the games, we're going to respect him. He had enough respect for us to let his teammate be his teammate, something LeBron doesn't do. Hell, the whole LeBron Kyrie beef. And make no mistake, some of the reason that you have this beef and everyone hates Kyrie Irving is because of LeBron James. But a lot of that was because LeBron just didn't respect his teammate. He didn't have respect for Kyrie, even though if it wasn't for Kyrie, he wouldn't have had a third title. It's just literally what, because there's no other pair of teammates that have averaged 30 points in the finals and won a championship. And Kyrie Irving averaged 30 points in the finals and hit a game-winning shot in Game 7, which is something Michael Jordan never did, partially because all of his series went to 6 games. But it's such a rare thing to do, and no one gives him credit for it. Now he's just known as some big anti-vaxxer. That's what happens when you go against the LeBron industrial complex. I do have a lot of. I have so much. That's why it pains me to say anything at all. But I always want to be real, and I want to be honest. Doomcock is a huge influence, huge inspirational, great content creator, really great in the like. I can't say enough. Even Sentient Dildo will tell you how talented he is. Incredible entertainer. He's the reason I wanted to live stream. Being in his live streams and seeing him work with the chat. He's the reason I try to talk to each one of you guys. Because even though he has 800 plus, or he got 800,000 people in the chat, if I come in, he'll say, "Hey, Vigilante Williamson." When no one knows who I am, just say, "Hey." He's such a good dude. He's a really good dude. And I think people who've been disrespectful do need to at least keep that in mind. Like, hey, this guy's he's been a real good dude. Everybody's not going to be right all the time. You can say how he handled it. Maybe he could handle it better. But at the same time, other people can handle it better how they react to him too. It's a fucked up thing to see. I'm still going to support everybody. But he's been a very inspiration to a lot of us. And Cool Coach carried the team. So the Cool Coach was good. Good riddance. Talking about Brian. Inspector Doomcock. He hung out on the KK leaving thing, watched the channel. It's funny as shit. It's called Dude's Podcast. One dude's a big Doomcock fan. A lot of people are big Doomcock fans. And yeah, this guy's gone forever. We'll never see him again. Incredibly sad. Serves him right. We'll never see him again. Serves him right. Hell, Baron Norman Tax says X. And if Alexa's recordings are found to contain criminal behavior, the courts will accept the illegal recordings as evidence to lock you in prison. Not quite constitutional. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. We should all feel disgusting right now. I'm scaling down Alexa, a user. I don't use Alexa for anything. I don't even have Siri on my iPad. I'm sure it still is, but I don't have it activated. He's challenging his inner woman. I'm not sure who's that. What does that say? I sound like a chick. How do I sound like a chick? What did I say that sounded like a chick? Was it when I was doing the clapping? Challenging my inner woman. I don't know about that. I did do the clapping things. I don't know if that was it. Death threats. Yeah. Oh yeah, they come from the left. Always have. I don't even think there were death threats. Forbidden Ruin. I think that was a work. It's just made up. And yeah, when we talk about the movies, it is free promotion. We've talked about that on the Primetime Kings. Yeah, Square Enix has lost tens of millions on the Marvel Avengers game. Yeah, they lost so much money on that. That's another game that you can't blame Kathleen Kennedy. You got to blame Sana Amanat. Speaking of the Democrats, cousin to Huma Aberdeen, Clinton aide, Obama aide. There are no new shows that I watch. A lot of classic shows that I watch on free platform. Hopefully, the Vigilante Williamson shows the show you watch. That's true, Gomer. Hate clicks drive analytic algorithms. It's still used as a metric in Hollywood. That's what you should have learned from. What's the fat fuck? I'm a fat fuck to be calling people fat fucks. Kevin Smith. He literally said when he talked to the exec at Netflix, they said, "This is fine. This is good for us. This is promotion." They were so happy to see all that backlash, and I'm sure that show, that Masters of the Universe show that weekend when it came out and there was all this backlash, I'm sure that got more clicks that week than a lot of shit that didn't have all the backlash, that didn't have all the heat. More people watched that show. That was a case where the negative publicity absolutely helped them. Absolutely helped him. Would you rather not support Disney or not support the governments that mandate you watch Disney? How about not support either? How about fucking both? There's plenty of good news stories to watch. I don't like this nothing is new is good old head mindset. It's not that nothing new is good, it's that it's so fucking hard to find. There's a lot of good stuff out there. There's a lot of talented people out there, but aggregating them is what's difficult. Same with you corrected me when I said that with music. There's nothing good for the mainstream. The truth is there's nothing good coming from mainstream. There's plenty of good coming from underground, both in music and pop culture in general. But unfortunately, aggregating that is the difficulty. And so that leads the average person to say, oh, nothing's good, because the good stuff is being hidden from them, literally. And we're over 3 hours now. I did see Young Dolph got smoked. They keep killing rappers. That's why I'm playing guitar now. Shit. I'm trying to live. Still do some rap. They keep killing them. That's fucked up. That is really fucked up, man, with Young Dolph. I wasn't too big into his music, and I know he got into issues where guns were involved many a time. And in this city, even. In the city I'm at, he's got into gun issues down here. But that sucks he got smoked. And there are good new things. You have to search for them. And then worry if they get to the end of their run in one piece. There's no guarantee of that. That he did. Caught him slipping while buying cookies. 100 shots. Disney discovered a person leaking information and pushed to compromise information to DC to make him look bad. That's also a possibility, but I'll give Doomcock. This is why you also got to give Doomcock credit. He did say that was a possibility the whole time as well. He said, you know what? This could be somebody giving me fake information. He told you that. That's why you can only blame him so much, because he gave you as much prefacing as he possibly could do. But yeah, this is absolutely a possibility. Just like the trail. I do disagree with him all the time. Never clicks dislike as one of his videos. There you go. 93 Buzz. They were not super team. Either with 96 Buzz. Last time I disliked the video, except for Matt's, but that was for the lows. Teams should always make each other better, be it sports or even YouTube. There you go. That's how it should be. Hope we're making each other better. That's expected, Dildo. I just assume it's you when I see a dislike on Matt's videos. So he really got at a butter cookie store. So this is legit. Wow, got shot trying to get butter cookies. That's crazy to me. Yeah, apparently. Come on. Yeah, shout out to the Penguin. Shout out to Low Spec Linux laptop. Got to die quick as a millionaire, thinking he was about to eat some cookies. Not a bad way to go, if you ask me. Jeez, yeah, I do like Friday Night Frolics. They are the shit. Doomcock is a genuine dude. That's why he's a good dude, man. I don't want to be too hard on him just because some witch got her job back. I've never seen him address standard viewers. He will point out other YouTubers or super chat 800 people plus. I've gotten shout out. I and this is even before I had a channel really up. He would just say my name. He said he'll shout out maybe his guys and gals he likes or he knows, but he'll shout out his diehard subs when they walk in the chat a lot of times. No doubt. Doomy's entertaining. Still love him still. Cool. I have no idea the context of what happened to Doomcock, but he's one of the reasons I fell into this whole YouTube tunnel. Me too. I found a lot of channels through Doomcock. I found Gary through Doomcock. Once you see what Max You Can't Stop. Basically Dope Style. Dope Stilo. I'm fucking up everything. Basically the Kathleen Kennedy thing. Kathleen Kennedy got her job back, or never lost her job, got renewed. A lot of people are trying to go at him. I understand some of it. He did push it, but he did preface it as a rumor. And I understand some, issues with some of the ways he's handled certain things. Even if I agree with him in a lot of ways, I understand why people are have issues with it. I'm just trying to be, objective since it got brought up. Did a wood run at 9,000 feet. Not much air up there. Oof. Hardcore low spec Linux laptop. If I support, I'll support, but over peep straight disrespect. They'll read everyone's super chat and skip mine. then soups if I miss. I will say this: I'm done. I mean, if you guys super chat me, please do. I'm grifting. No, but like super chats. I used to send a lot more super chats than I do. I'll just say that. I used to really be a super chatter like that. I don't send as many super chats because it's no guarantee it'll get read. I was there when he had 70 in the chat. He interacted with everyone. I stopped watching when he got to 400. He was still interacting. I remember him interacting with people where there was a lot of number. He can't do everyone though. Stop watching not because interaction the topics were getting stale. Drunk 3PO streaming and the topics are rehashed of the same 2 years on a repeat, not hating no. Hey, I said, I don't watch everything from everybody because a lot of it just seems rehashed. And I'll try to provide something different. Trying to provide something different. That's why I'm talking to you guys now. Just stop covering stuff. Japanese metal rock. I've listened to a lot of Japanese music the past year. A lot of older J-pop, 80s and 70s J-pop. What I've gotten into from a rock standpoint is one, just these different YouTube guitarists, YouTube guitar as a whole, I've discovered. And I'm Midwest emo, which I ignored the first time when it was being formed. I was in the Midwest. I was there and I ignored it. I thought it was, when I first heard Midwest emo, my reaction was,
Gay!
But now that I'm older, I'm starting to really like a lot of the cool guitar stuff. A lot of the licks and a lot of the playing is pretty cool. I knew you were going to say that. Low Spec Linux laptop. Nothing wrong with that. Shout out to Japanese metal. Shout out to rock. Shout out to good music. Hopefully I'll be making some good music. Oof. I don't want to bash other creators, man. I'll just try not to highlight it because all these creators have been nice. Every creator you've named that we've all talked about has all been nice to me. And I don't want to say, that fucker Vigilante, that fat fuck. Always got shit to say. I played guitar and sang a Dave Matthews cover band in my 20s. Hey. I taught myself how to play guitar, only vice practice and learn properly. Here's my issue. So I hacked away at guitar for a while. I'm a little bit better at keyboard than guitar. And my whole thing was I want to get back into music. I actually have a better studio now than I ever have had, but I didn't have much inspiration. So let me get back into chord progressions. Let me relearn these instruments that I know. And I had a guitar, but I hadn't really played it. And so I'm getting back into playing. And I was never got that good. I'm trying to dedicate myself to be as good as I can, but I already have so many bad habits developed. I'm probably going to, after a few months, go to get lessons to try to undo some of those bad habits. Because I think I'm going to need, and I'm trying to practice every day, make sure I touch the guitar every day. But I think I'm going to need to see somebody look at the way I play, look at my form and tell me why I'm fucking up as well. But I still want to get to a certain point before I do that. Yeah, I'd rather eat the cookie too. That sucks for Young Dolph. I didn't know it was over some or at a cookie shop. I mean, and since you dildo hates when I say, the globalist confirmed, but come on, Brand. Come on. And don't dislike YouTube bombs with content I dislike. Yeah, I just try to, when YouTube gives me stuff I dislike, I just go to where it says don't recommend channel. Yeah, I think he does like the mask. A lot of people like the mask. Got shot for Doomcock before he had Doomcock's been the guy, man. He always starts to show the caveat. Why the hate? He's entertaining. Yeah. Yeah. He's always been clarifying for what he does. It just is what it is. He is very entertaining. Honestly, the YouTube algorithm does that on purpose. You know what they do? Well, not only do they do hate clicks, I think with a lot of the impressions, they try to give out my impressions to people who already don't want to watch. And yeah, that's all people wanted was rumors to be true. Yeah. How far are my time wise? Is this 5:30 now? Time is about 5 minutes behind. Finally catching up to you guys. You just look at Brie Larson. Look at back in the day, she was pretty hot. But this is fucking YouTube. If you believe every rumor on YouTube, I have a deal for you. City Pop. Yeah, it is called City Pop. You're right. It is good shit for sampling. That's how it started. Sample. And I got some samples off some of it. That's how I started. And I got actually a half done beat. What if you guys could hear if I play it? I think I've already tried Reaper and it didn't work with StreamYards. I still got that. I never added drums to it. And now I'm opening up the file. See if I still have it. And while that's doing this thing, oh boy, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I will check. Shit, I shouldn't have did that. All right, I'll check for the beat and then read some of your comments. Maximum, The Hormone, Nemophilia, Band Made, Unlucky Morpheus, Ninja Isu. So these are some bands that are being recommended. That makes it even harder because unfortunately I will forget as soon as the stream's over. So I got to put this in a docs file so I can actually remember. Let's see. I'm about to. Is this playing already? It didn't tell you to display. Uh-oh. This is issues. Oh no, it's speaking of my mic. Let me see. All right. Let me see if this beat sucks. You guys can tell me if you hear anything. And once I play it, you guys wouldn't have heard what I was playing because it's still muted. Let's see if this beat sucks. No, this beat doesn't. Well, there's no drums. You guys let me know. Can you hear music now? This is a beat I started from a city pop, and I just never add drums to it. Now, don't bash creators. No one's doing that except Matt. No, don't bash Matt. He's my partner in culture crime fighting. Okay, that's it. That's basically it. It's nothing. You probably can't hear the beat anyway. Poor thing. I like to think she saw the videos you made about her. I don't think so. I don't think so. We're not bashing him. We're commenting. We only bash Matt. Okay, again, leave Matt alone. There's things about creators we don't like. It isn't bashing. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to lie. Because I've heard a lot of people are sensitive. I don't want to say shit and I don't want to offend people. Even though, I mean, as much as I would like to work with people, I'm not necessarily as caught up on that as everyone else or a lot of people are. I want to do my own thing. I want people to like me for me. And please sub to Matt. Everyone's giving Matt shit. He's the man. He was like a trooper, sick, still giving you guys an MFer. Sub to Matt if you haven't. Plus, if you want to watch the Culture Crime Fights, you got to be sub to both of us. Yeah, deconstructive criticism for his own good. Yeah. Fair point, DWT. I missed the Inquisition a lot. I liked it better than FNT. It was one of my favorite shows of the week. And I really hate that there was ever a beef between them. It's complete bullshit to me. I really hate that people can't figure it out, talk it out. And you guys didn't hear music, which is probably good. Probably good. I've already been struck for Radiohead music. If some content is so stale, I'm driven to watching the volcano erupting and decimating the landscape. But waiting for another song. Yeah, you and me both. Got to make more songs. Like when I'm White Knight for Matt. I give Matt just as much shit as anyone else. We give Matt a pass last night in the Quiz to stream. We went 2 hours. Matt can handle himself, and he does that a lot. They ended not too far after you left. Not too far after. Yeah. Oh, I made it to the bottom of the chat after chasing you guys for hours. Literally hours. You guys have a lot to say. A whole lot to say. So let me get rid of Reaper since you guys can hear the damn music anyway. Yeah, that Matt has that masochism thing. He loves it. I think it's the attention. He hates it, but he loves it at the same time. Yeah. It's but I get, you know what, to kind of reset the show, because we are going to get out of here in 3+ hours. Long and short, happy for Kyle. Sucks for the rest of us. Or sucks for everyone with this damn infrastructure bill and all this other shit that's been slid under the door while everyone's simping for a virtue signal. Still don't think what he did was the most intelligent thing. I'm glad it was called self-defense. I'm sick of all this bullshit about it. I'm not gonna talk about the shit anymore. You got that one video that's up today. That's gonna be it for me. And this video, I made a few videos on it. That's a few videos too many. I'm done with Kyle Rittenhouse. The damn thing hexed my fucking channel a year ago. Still have not recovered, even though I probably did way more damage talking about a lot of shit I talk about. I wish him the best. I wish that people could start to wake up against what they're really getting from not just their conservative politicians, but the conservative talking heads, and just really realize how much distraction and nullification they're getting. That's my hope, and maybe I'll help do that. And you guys are helping do that. So please like, share, sub. Please share if you haven't. Like if you haven't, sub if you haven't. I appreciate all those things. La Palma, Spain is my go-to volcano. The two in Japan are just smoking. Mexican volcano is smoking. Kilauea volcano is a loop of the same video from several weeks ago. You guys are talking about volcanoes. Matt was in Hollywood, so that makes sense. Matt's hair is cooler than he is. Nah, he loves it. Remember when I was nice to him and he got creeped out? Yeah, it's true. Don't say that, Gomer, or he'll keep it. LOL. Leave Matt alone. All right. We talked about, can I find LeBron and other basketball? We talked about basketball a little bit. This college basketball player helped staff clean up the stadium after winning. It was Wichita State University. The men's basketball team defeated Tarleton State 65-50. Well, I don't know what state Tarleton's in. Technically, I mean, I know Wichita's in Kansas, but Wichita is in the state. Anyways, after the game, one player stuck around and helped clean the stadium. Dexter Dennis, he scored 13 points to help lead his team to victory, but instead of just going straight home, he stayed after the game to help the staff at Koch Arena clean up trash. The video was shared on Twitter by Taylor Edridge, who covers Wichita State athletics for the Wichita Eagle newspaper. Say he wasn't in trouble or anything. He didn't have to. He just wanted to help the staff clean up. And I think it's something cool. It's just one of those cool things that happens. We talk so much shit about athletes. They made themselves political. They always giving their opinions, all this, that, and third. It's just cool to see a student athlete, an actual student athlete, because I don't know this kid. Maybe he'll go to the NBA, but more than likely he won't, because most people in the NCAA don't make it to the pros. Just being a nice guy. Just doing the right thing. Just being cool. We got to remember those simple, cool things, man. Wichita State does kind of have a cool logo, don't they? They have one of the cooler logos in college sports. And of course, their arena is named after the Kochs. Well, that's another can of worms. La Palma is fucking insane right now. What's La Palma? Maybe, oh boy, he's prepping for his life after he goes pro. Hopefully he gets a degree that's worth something. Don't get a fucking gender studies degree, my man. Get a real degree. Get a STEM degree. Hopefully he can get himself a STEM degree, get himself some actual money. Or maybe he'd be a basketball YouTuber. You might make more money doing that than going to the pros. But that will be that, ladies and gents. Let me make sure I got everything set up right. Hopefully the music's playing. It may be playing. It's a volcano. La Palma is a volcano. You guys talk about the volcanoes. That makes sense. It's an island with the Canary Islands erupting with a volcano. Thank you guys for smarting me up. We talked about volcanoes, Kyle Rittenhouse. We talked about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff's probably going to get me in trouble. But I appreciate it. That's the whole point, man. I can't be worried about getting in trouble. Got to be worried about making the best content I can. This has been fun a few weeks. You guys are making it fun. Thank you for being ruined. Sent your dildo. It jumped on me. Gomer Kyle. Stream Elements. Sent your dildo's favorite. Cosmic Fusion. Don't know who he is. Zax. The man Zax. It's a lot of people. What the hell? Rough Girl. What happened to Rough Girl? Oh, we can't forget Blue Eye Roof Korean. The bass and the guy he was talking to, if I can find him, Low Spec Linux Laptop. Shout out to Low Spec Linux Laptop. Let's see who else is here. Baron Orman Tag is here. There's Rough Girl. I thought she was here. Dope Stilo was here. One of the triple OGs. I remember Dope Stilo from a while. Glinzer was here. And I didn't even acknowledge him when I read this comment. I always do it. I'm so sorry, Glinzer. Blame my head, not my heart, if I ever do that, because I'm an idiot. So if I read your comment, forget to read your name, it's because I'm an idiot. So It's not because I don't like you. I love everyone here. I said Low Spec Linux. Did I get everybody? Okay, I may have forgotten somebody, and I feel like I have. Goodness, Violet Film. That's what I remember. Scott Jennings' Dick's Division also showed up. Dad Man Walking also showed up. Pop Culture Republic was here. New Bomb Turk was here. Oh man, am I forgetting someone? A lot of comments. Okay, I apologize if I forget anyone. Blame my head, not my heart. T-shirt, yeah, Ray T-shirt historian. Let's all Ray T-shirt historian. He's been going for a while. I thought I was going to end my stream in time to do his stream. His stream's almost over. I've been going forever. Let only one person sub to Low Spec Linux because we want to get him at 420 and pause it. Besides that, if you watch the video, if you like the video, please like the video. You're so obliged to share, subscribe, please do so. Even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Good night and God bless, because it actually is nighttime around here. Peace.
Come on, England!
You tell us something your mum doesn't know.
Yeah.